the very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chico Vicabia Mapuni, Chineke, and Son of the Winner, Ishala, Nina, Kozaha, Nana Jama, and Yanage Farosi, Okonane, all the other then saw no one Because you will make a difference with your source and we're not going but you know what? I would like you to believe that someone Ekpa is the cause of this. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. Look what you do. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what I'm going to do in 5 years to come. Thank you. Son of the winner, Ishala, Nina, Kozaha, Nana Jama, and Yanage Farosi, Okonane, all the other then saw no one because you will make a difference with your source and we're not going to But you know what? They would like you to believe that Ekpa is the cause of this. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. Look with you. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you. You keep on supporting evil in the zoo, the more your land will be taken from you. The more your daughters will be raped and abducted, the more your sons will be slaughtered in cold blood. And under one Nigeria, there is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because one idiot that they groomed will rise up and say to you, oh no, it's one Nigeria, there is crime everywhere. Haven't you heard about Zamfara? Haven't you heard about Katsina? There is crime everywhere. That is not the case. The crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They grouped them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. Everybody brought them in. All the state government brought them in. Are you deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and show somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money. You come to Zone, you come to Onadi, you come to Ekpa, you come to Agulere, you come to Ekpa, you take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building a way to Niger, and you want me to be happy with you. Clap for you, one Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax and pay. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger. Airport to Niger. Refinery to Niger. You take oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum. And you're telling me that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. You are in one Nigeria. You are not going anywhere and you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money so that they will come out. Pages of the newspaper to give the world the giving impression that everything is okay. When things are go and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back to say Nigeria is why you must stay in it. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You are being discriminated against. You are suffering. They are killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one.
Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I'm a Democrat, I'm subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Ekpa wrote to President Biden. In it, Ekpa said, come and help us fight terrorism in order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is their game plan at the U.S. State Department for very many years, until we stepped in. They keep rotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I said that because you don't understand African history. Most of these people are not educated. When I say it, they say I'm insulting them. No, I'm not insulting you. Most of them are educated. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we are born, where our umbilical cord, our long, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, you let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, the same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou. On their platform, they have taken money from the zoo. They are trying to cut out our voice because our women were raped, and they do not want the world to know about it. That is what Facebook is hiding, but they cannot stop us because we are unstoppable. And as we have been announcing for the past few days and weeks, very, very imminently, our own app will be launched. Something similar or better than Facebook will be launched. I know that Simon Ekpa has been doing a lot of work in terms of announcing it, but I will myself announce it officially when we are ready to go. But for now, we welcome each and every one of you, regardless of where you are. Bring your pen and paper ready. And of course, I am going to give out the telephone number with which you can contact us this morning. It is a question and answer session. Please, I will urge and pray that some of you refrain from unnecessary, should I say, commendation and pleasantries. I want you to go straight into your questions. The harder the questions, the more better for us. So we can educate, we can enlighten, we can make the world aware or bring to their attention the work that we are doing diligently and resolutely to restore the kingdom of heaven upon the face of the earth. Our work, our mission is a very simple one: to restore Biafra, or we all die in the process, because there is no other alternative. It is a good thing now that the Janjaweed are on the run. It's a good thing also that our people in the West, our Yoruba brethren, have woken up. We are waiting for middle belts to rise up as well, so that we can dismember and bring the damnable zoological republic to an end, to end the misery that it has continued to heap on the lives of those who are unfortunate to be born into that contraption. Once again, we are going to pray as it is usual and customary here with us. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of IPOB all over the world, Indigenous People of Biafra, the largest mass movement on the face of this planet Earth. I am the director of radio, Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. As I have welcomed you, please endeavor to welcome other people, endeavor to share your link as far and as wide as possible, that others may also participate this very morning. I am not sure that the advertisement for this program went out far and wide, but we're here all the same, and I'm sure by the time we get to the 30th minute of this program this very morning, afternoon, and depending on where you are, a lot of you will be able to join us, because I know that some people are still sleeping, especially those in the time zone adjoining that upon which Biafra sits, which is 1 hour before Greenwich Mean Time. We must pray, and of course in the language of heaven. Ezi onye nwanyị na Chineke nna dị ngọzi marụ mgbe ebighị ebi. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya ka ike niile nọ n'ọbọdịrị aka ya. Onye anyị na-aja mma wee na-eto wee na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile. Chineke nna nke usu niile nke ndị agha. Onye pụrụ anyị n'ihu ma pụrụ anyị n'azụ. Onye na-echebe ndị ya agbanyeghị ihe niile nke anyị onwe anyị na-agabiga n'ihi na anyị bụ anụkpa ahụ. Arịrịọ ka anyị na-arịọ, otuto ka anyị na-eto gị, nsọpụrụ ka anyị na-asọpụrụ gị, ịja mma ka anyị na-aja aha nsọ gị n'isi ụtụtụ, ehihie ma ọ bụ abalị. ebe na ụmụ gị gbasara ka ụkpaka n'ụwa niile n'ihi na ikwere anyị na nkwa n'oge ahụ wee ruo mgbe ọbụla anyị kpakwuru aha nsọ gị n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu na ị ga-akpọkọtakwa anyị ọnụ ọzọ na anyị ga-efekwa gị n'ụzọ ziri ezi na gị onwe gị ga-abụ nna wee nye anyị anyị onwe gị ga-abụ ụmụ wee nye gị nna nke igwe n'oge ahụ eruo ka iwe nye anyị Biafra ọsọ atụfughị mgbe n'ihi na ndị iro abatawo ala nsọ gị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi atụmatụ ọjọọ ha niile n'isi ụmụ gị nna nke ebere bụ nke ga-abụ ihe efu ka ha rabụ ndị kuniri wee na-agbara ndị janjaweed odibo n'ime anyị nna nke igwe na ị ga-ekpochapụ ndị dị etu a n'aka nsị agabakwa ha ọnụ nna nke ebere anyị wee na-arịọ eze ebube dị ngọzi lekwa ezinụlọ gị bụ IPOB n'ụwa niile ka iwe bụrụ ndị gọziri ha agọzi nna nke igwe na ndị dị etu a bụ ndị eturu ugo n'ihe ọbụla ọkụ aka ọbụla nke ha na-aga echiche ọbụla ga-ebutere ha nsọgụtụ na nsọpụrụ na eji ama nna nke ebere dị ngọzi na ị ga-agọzi nke dị etu a anyị wee na-arịọ ike igwe lekọta ezinụlọ gị tụmadụ ụmụ gị bụ ndị nọ na Eastern Security Network bụ otu nche nke gị onwe gị họpụtara wee gọzie ka ị wee leta ha n'ụzọ pụrụ iche ka ha wee mụrụ anya mgbe niile eze ebere ngọzi n'ihi na ewezụgaghị nna nke ebere ndị nche ka ha rabụ ndị na-echebe obodo ọkwa n'efu ka ha na-amụ anya onye nwe m dị ngọzi Chineke nna eze ebube Chineke nna nke ụmụ Biafra Chineke nna nke ndị IPOB anyị wee na-akpọkụ aha nsọ gị wee na-arịọ gị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile dịrị aha nsọ gị ugbu a ma ruo mgbe niile ebighị ebi ka anyị na-arịọ gị ise. Our lines are going to open this morning and I will take your questions. And as always and ever, please, when somebody is speaking on the line, endeavor, because we're only going to use one line today, and that is Signal, of course, because we are encouraging everybody to move away from WhatsApp into Signal, and very soon, of course, into the new device, the new social media platform that we are going to launch. Very, very important, please, that you pay attention to every announcement concerning that very imminent app launch that we intend to do in no distant time. The number to call this morning on Signal, please, Signal, is +44 7761 825 346. I repeat, +44 7761 825346. I do know that a lot of people are still sleeping, but we are here now, and once you try to contact us, I will accept your number and then you will be able to speak to us. We are live and we are direct, and of course the whole world is bearing us witness. Our lines are now open, and if you wish to participate or call us, you are more than welcome to do so. Once again, this is a live presentation, please, and we are only using one line to broadcast this very day, and that is Signal. And And might I also remind each and every one of you, if you have not prayed for IPOB, if you have not prayed for this very noble family, of course, those that are guiding us, ESN, if you have not prayed for Eastern Security Network and for the coming of Biafra, I do suggest that you do so immediately. Let us go and take this call. Our very first caller this very morning, afternoon or night, depending on where you are. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Please, your name and where you're calling us from, and then your question, please, if you may.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
My name is Chinedu Nwosu.
Chinedu Nwosu. From Hungary. You're calling from Hungary?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead. We are listening.
Please, I want to ask something. All these Efulefu, because all these Efulefu and their children with their entire family, what is going to be a situation when we stop Biafra? Are they going to be in Biafra land with us? Because if they continue to be in Biafra land with us, the same thing will be applicable. The same thing their father did is what they're going to do, just like Nnamdi. What is going to be their condition in Biafra land? That's what I want to know.
Their condition will be what it has always been and what we said is going to be. Those who are complicit in the murder of our people, those that worked with Janjaweed to try to enslave us, they will of course be tried and hanged in public. Those of them that have risen up against us will be tried and hanged in public without any apologies. We have said that before, we're saying it again, because we understand the damage or the extent of the damage that they have done or inflicted upon our people. We know that they are responsible for the delay in setting us free for Biafra to come. We know the work that they have been doing, and we are not going to spare them. They will be tried, because Biafra land will be a land of law and order. We are going to obey the law. The law will say that they need to be tried. We are going to try them with, of course, based on evidence before any court of competent jurisdiction. Once we do that, or we determine their guilt or innocence, then they will be dealt with accordingly. If they are guilty, they'll be hanged. If they are innocent, they'll be set free. It's as simple as that.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for that very interesting question this morning. Anybody, if you are involved in the sabotage of this very great effort to restore Biafra, if you are part and parcel of those who are conniving and conspiring to make life difficult for Biafrans, believe you me, that you will be tried for it. If you try to send us a message, it will come to, if you try to call for the very first time, it will come as a message. I will accept, and then you try and call back. That is the way it works. You will then try and call back. I know that it's a very complex system with signal, but that is the way it works. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
Good morning, my leader.
Good morning to you.
My name is Onyedikachi. I am calling you from Neu-Ulm, Germany. My leader, I greet you for all the things you've been doing for Biafrans.
Thank you very much. It seems where you are is very cold, is it? Where you are, is it very cold?
Yes, it's very, very cold, sir. Yeah.
I can imagine. I can hear it from your voice.
I was the one who asked you a question when you came 2019. Yes, in München.
Okay,
So,
when I was in Munich. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. So my question is please, it's just like a suggestion. Well, I'm asking, please, if you can ask, put it to unknown government to go after all these our saboteurs we have in Biafra land, because if we don't, that is the first thing we need to do. Please, it's getting on me here that I'm not there and I'm not useful, to this kind of situation going on, because I love to do something. Because here we are, they are chasing us around everywhere in the world. We are not safe. Okay, we are not safe. All right. Thank you very much, my leader. That is just what I want to add up to. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. We don't know who they are. Those saints, those avengers of the blood of the innocent. We don't know who they are. Some of you call them unknown gunmen. I have joined you in calling them unknown gunmen. They are, to some people, saints, sent by heaven to avenge the death of the innocent at the hands of the zoo security agencies. And from what we have seen that they have been doing so far, some of you have been hailing them. As for me, anybody who is involved in the death of the innocent do not deserve any mercy. So I am asking everybody who works for the police, for the army, make sure you are not on checkpoints in Biafra land. Make sure you are not involved in the killing and molestation of the innocent. Make sure that your hand is not soiled, because if you do, all these saints will be able to locate you. That's what we are saying. And in time to come, of course, we don't know who they are, but as time goes on, they will be able to answer every prayer that all of you have been making, every legitimate prayer regarding those who have been who have presented themselves as stumbling block towards our emancipation. I have a caller again on the line. This caller, can you hear me? And thanks for your patience. Your name and where you are, please.
Thank you so much for taking my call. My name is Chimdike Obonaya.
Chimdike Obonaya, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Conroe, Texas, very close to Houston, Texas. I was the last caller the first time during the weather incident in Houston when you were in Houston.
Oh, okay.
And I was the last caller on that day. We got disconnected. I tried multiple times, and thank God I'm able to get to you today. Thank you so much. I'm an Omahian as well, Mazi.
You are an Omahian. You are blessed.
Yes, in the Mazi. Thank you.
Which house were you in? Which house were you in?
I was in Niger House.
Niger House. Okay. Thank you. Please go ahead. Yes.
Thank you. While you were announcing things that are points that my IPOB members and everybody Biafra needed to pray about, and I was hoping that you would talk about unknown gunmen. We are seriously praying. I don't personally see them as unknown gunmen. I see them as saints, as you see them as well. Thank you so much, Mazi, for all that. Please, Mazi, I have a few questions. You see, I have friends in Imo State who keep telling me about incidents going on, even from the SARS operatives and all these people, and still being supported and fully backed by the Fulani appointed Supreme Court. I will call him the Sarikin Fulani of Imo State. Uzodinma.
I love that name, the Sarikin Fulani of Imo State. Hope I love the name. The Sarikin, he is not even an administrator, because he is working for Fulani Janjaweed. He is the Sarikin Fulani. I will do a special program on that idiot. I am going to expose him beyond the understanding of most people. Believe you me, that man is a demon. Hope Uzodinma is a demon. And he has been moving and transporting our people to Abuja and all over the north. The same thing that Wike did. He thought that Wike did it and got away with it, but they do not know that the rain is going to fall and fall heavily upon Wike. I am making it abundantly clear. The rain will fall, not even rain. Hell, fire and brimstone will fall on Wike very, very soon. I assure him of that, for all the evil and atrocities that he has committed against our people. Hope Uzodinma is doing the same thing, moving and rendering our people to the north to be raped. One of the girls that was raped, the airlifted from, or should I say abducted from Obibo and raped, she underwent surgery and her womb was removed. I have the pictures. Only a few days ago in Lagos, her womb was removed. I have the pictures. It is horrific. It is horrible. She was the one subjected to multiple rape. A very young girl raped as a result of what Wike did. And that is exactly what Hope Uzodinma is doing right now in Imo State. That man is beyond evil. He is the Sarikin Fulani of Imo State, as you have quite rightly tagged him. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mazi. So that was actually one of the things I was going to say, because my friends tell me that the incessant abductions is even increasing. And you see someone today and they go out and you don't see them anymore, and nobody can trace their whereabouts. So, Mazi, if and I even saw about the incident today, yesterday in Anambra. If there is a way we can get across to our people over there in the ESN to if we can, I'm supporting more, and I'm calling for more support to get our people in ESN to go over there and be on the watch, because people are missing every day, Mazi. It is that bad. And on the other question, I saw a lot of people saw broadcasts, and I'm trying to say if it's possible for you to address people that might be not so okay with broadcasts that we saw from the man in the creek that just starts his own government and wants to make people to follow him, which is not going to happen, so that people will be rest assured that everything is under control, under one command, as it has always been. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much, and very, very incisive questions you presented this very morning. Let me make it very clear, abundantly clear. Let me start from the last. That we are not under any government. This is, I think, about the 6th time they have tried to launch a government. I saw the very mischievous headline from Nation newspaper yesterday, alluding to the fact that I had given my support to this very idiotic and ridiculous formation of any government. The only reason why I have not come out to totally condemn it was because they said it is a customary government. It is not the government of Biafra. It's just like the way you have the 12 Sharia states in the north. They operate a customary Sharia system that suits people of the Janjaweed, should I say, leaning. Those who are being controlled by the Fulani Caliphate. They have the Sharia in the north. Does it affect you where you are? Does it affect us in the south? The answer is no. So you can form any government you like. It can, maybe you and your friends can get together and form a government. Nobody's stopping you. It is called a customary government. Some idiots tried to form the same rubbish many, many years ago. Some of them tried to pressure me into forming a government. And I said to them, no. That before you form, our people are Republicans, they are Democrats by nature. Before you form any government, you need to get their permission. They need to mandate you to do it. You just can't wake up in the morning and insultingly say that I'm forming a government for Biafra. Somebody who is a Janjaweed, somebody whose allegiance is to Saudi Arabia, somebody that despises Israel, somebody who is a nobody, has no following. Even the wife doesn't follow him. You want to, anybody can, you know, in the zoo, you can announce anything, and if you give them money, they will carry it. We know the work that DSS is doing. They even went as far as issuing an op-ed. Somebody wrote an article trying to extol the virtues, trying to insinuate that somehow this wonderful, noble, unbreakable family has been divided. And I said to the person that you are insane. Once you leave IPOB, you are on your own. You cannot take anybody with you. It is impossible because we are one family. That is who we are. One name under one command. Not two, not three, not four. People may try to seek relevance. It is in their nature. You know, when you run out of, let me give you a very simple example, my dear brother. Anytime you see a harlot, anytime you see a prostitute, anytime she runs out of money, she will put on a very small skirt and high heels and handbag with lipstick and wig, and she will go and stand on the street corner. If she doesn't have bread, because that is what she is used to. Anytime you have these hungry people run out of money, they try to make so much noise to attract the attention of the zoo government so that their money can start flowing again. But I think the zoo have now sourced them out, that they are nobody, that they are insignificant. Coming to the abductions that you talked about, we know what is happening. And that is why I don't know who the unknown gunmen are, but I'm praying for them. All those people, I am praying to God to please put it in the minds of the unknown gunmen to go and find those who are kidnapping our people and deliver judgment to them. No, they will not deliver. They will send them to Chukwukikabiama to judge them. That's what we are praying for. But if you think that they're going to go scot-free, then whoever thinks along that line is very much mistaken. They are all going to pay very, very dearly for it. If you look at how the zoo is now progressing towards disintegration, what we have been praying for and working for very many years has now caught on in Yoruba land. I know that now that Baya Debanjo is the new Afenifere chairman, or should I say the president of Afenifere. A very wonderful, wonderful development because he is a man of his words. And the likes of Ibagani Adams are now saying the right things they ought to have said many, many years ago. And the very young man is doing very well, saying what they should have said many, many years ago. And you can see how things are progressing. We are only waiting for the middle belts to rise up as well. And the zoo is history. Forget all the nonsensical garbage about constitutional force. You do constitutional force majeure with people who are reasonable, people who are sensible, people who are amenable to reason, not Fulani Janjaweed. They don't understand it. What they need is war and chaos, and that is what they're going to get. Look at, do you know that they no longer go to school in the north? The zoo is almost gone. And as I said, if you have not gotten your Somali visa yet, please try and do so because the zoo is imploding and imploding very, very fast. All those involved in the abduction of our people, very soon they will receive their own judgment. That I can assure you categorically. And thank you very, very much for calling. And wherever you are, as you pray for ESN, pray for IPOB, also pray for those saints. They are saints, sent from heaven. They are called unknown gunmen. But to me, they are saints. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Our lines are open. You can call us a very brilliant, a very wonderful call. Wherever you are, please, we welcome you. This is Radio Biafra live question and answer session. We used to do this every Friday until some things caught up with us, but we are here back once again answering very difficult questions. No matter how difficult those questions are, we shall answer them. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are.
Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning to you.
My name is
My name is Kenneth Nnachuku, calling from Germany, from Bremen, Germany.
Your name is Kenneth. I want to know your proper name. That one you're answering is a Danish name. It came from Denmark. What is your proper name?
My name is Umunna Nnachuku.
Very good. Umunna Nnachuku, thank you very much. Named after heaven itself. From where?
Thank you, Mazi. I'm calling from Bremen, Germany.
From Bremen in Germany. It seems only Germans are awake this morning, and those from Texas as well. Please go ahead, we're listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mazi, I just came back from work this morning, so I have to wait for your question and answer.
Of course.
So, Mazi, I just have two articles for you this morning, and I hope it will not be so difficult to explain them to me. One important thing I want to say is, I want to ask first is, we are having a very big problem here, and the problem we are having is a lot of us, we don't have a passport anymore. They are expired, and when we try to apply for our passport in the embassy, most of us that are in Facebook, that are really posting a lot of things about the disintegration of Nigeria, they are refusing us passport in one way or the other, by not even giving us an appointment to get our passport. So, and we don't actually know what to do. Some people are running from Germany to Holland to go get their passport and just stuff like that. So, but now most of us don't know on how we go about this thing. So, it is a problem. So, I don't know how you can clarify these things for us, how we go about it. But a suggestion for it, how I thought, is like in Germany here, officially in Germany here, we are like not registered officially in Germany here, because like the IPOB Bremen where I belong to, we are registered, and in Europe they have a way their law works. It's like every state have their own law. So as we are registered in Bremen, it's like we are registered under the law of Bremen. The people in Hamburg, who if they are registered in Hamburg, they are registered under the law of Hamburg, the state.
Yes.
And in Cologne, it's just like...
It's a proper federal system, as you have in the USA, a proper federal system. Every state in Germany has their own laws, and they implement it, they enact their own laws, and they implement it accordingly. It's a proper federal system. I have a very simple answer to your question. There is something called stateless statehood, which means you now have to, what we need to do is to perhaps instruct our lawyers. Nzurumike is there, who is our deputy head of the Directorate of State. We can get him to explore the possibility of trying to get the UN involved. And the UN in this instance, they have no choice. Once you have been denied a renewal of your passport, you go to the nearest UN office or get your lawyer to inquire for you about applying for the status of statelessness, which means somebody without a state until Biafra is recognized. And they are bound by conventions and treaties to make sure that they issue with a travel document. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, because some of us started this very thing already. Like for me, I went already to the local foreign office where we renew our visa.
Yes.
Let me say where we renew our stay, like those of us who don't have the German passport or something like that. So, and they gave me, because my passport expired already last month, and they gave me something they call in Germany Fiktionsbescheinigung. So this paper I can be using to run around in Germany to work, but I can't use this very paper to leave Germany.
That's what I'm explaining to you. The only document you can use to leave Germany is one issued by the United Nations, because currently we are all stateless. Once the zoo refuses to renew your passport, you become stateless. And with that, it is enough compelling evidence to get the UN to issue you with a travel document, because you are a stateless person. Stateless. That's what it means. And now with it, you can also approach the authorities of where you're in and get them to try to, of course, fix whatever endorsement or should I say, whatever identity or valid document or stay in that very area that you may have to need on your travel document. So the next port of call is the UN, to make them aware that we are stateless, not by choice, but by virtue of the behavior of the Zoological Republic. That's what we are going to do. And I will get Nzurumike to look into it and see how that applies in the case of Germany. That is something that people do not understand. There is something called persons who are stateless, which means you have no country of your own. In our case, we are waiting for Biafra to come. Where you have been denied access to proper documentation, as the zoo is now doing, then we go to the UN and we apply for this very status. As simple as that. And that's what we're going to do. So I will get in Rumike to investigate it and then come back to us. Because what we have right now, especially in Germany, is not acceptable, and we're not going to accept it. Thank you very much for your call. Is that all you have to say?
Okay, Mazi,
Thank you. Thank you. And remain blessed. Thank you very, very much. Our lines are open. Our lines are open. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and direct. Your name and where you are, please. Sorry, I can't hear you. The caller on the line, I cannot hear you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, good morning. My leader, my name is John China Sokuchima, a regular caller calling from Aba.
From Aba, please go ahead.
Yes, my leader. May Chukwuka bless you and keep you more stronger as you are pushing us to this our glorious land.
He said,
my question for you this morning is I really wanted to know, because in our meeting last Saturday we deliberated it. We have some of our new members that are coming. I want you to clear air, because some people say that you say that we should close our books, we should not welcome new members again, no monthly dues. But some people are coming because of the way they see IPOB moving and the way we are on truth, and the whole thing they are doing is coming up. They wanted to join us. What do you do to them? I want you to clear, because they say that you say we should not welcome new members again.
No. I think, sorry, let me cut you short there. No, they misunderstood what I said. I said in ESN, we no longer welcome new recruits into ESN. But as for ordinary family meeting, people can come in. But let me tell you the fear that we have. There are a lot of people who have been recruited by the zoo to identify our people for abduction. So where you have a temporary moratorium in place, where people are not being accepted, or should I say new members are not being accepted, it is for a very simple reason that we need to keep those who are there before secure and safe. And coming to the issue of contribution, yes, allow me to repeat. I do not want, there are no more monthly dues for the time being until I lift it. No more monthly dues in Biafra land alone. Outside Biafra land in the diaspora, people are allowed to continue to contribute. But in Biafra land, no more monthly dues in Biafra land. And I would leave it to the coordinators on the ground to determine those of them who should be admitted into our meetings. But for ESN, the door is shut, it is closed. No more. We have enough people and they're doing wonderfully well. And we need to make sure that anybody coming in is sensible enough, is understanding enough to appreciate the level of discipline required for you to serve in ESN. ESN is more disciplined than any army in Africa at the moment. And we don't want people to come in there to contaminate it. Thank you very much for your call. Thank you very, very much for your call. And I welcome it this very morning. Our line once again, and please let me remind you how it works. You will call and we will take your, once I accept you, then you can then call back, because if you call initially as a first-time caller, you may not be able to be accepted. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Do we have a caller on the line? We have a caller on the line. If you will bear with me, please. Too many calls are coming in. If you will please bear with me, let me put you on speaker. You are now live to the whole world. Yes, your name and where you are.
Good morning, Mazi. My name is Mazi Okebarachedo. I'm calling you from India. Again.
From India. Yes, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes, Mazi, I want to ask a question. Yesterday, we saw what happened in Yoruba land. I believe that they are stepping up and they are becoming more serious about Yoruba agitation. So what I want to ask is, for now, I understand that steps has been made to reach to them, because we understand that we need alliance, we need friends to shoot together and know how to confront our enemy and champion our cause. So what I want to ask is, what are we making to unite with our Yoruba brothers? Because I understand that in the future, if we want to overturn how things are going in Africa and in West Africa, we need a union of a such union that Great Britain operated. We need the Yorubas, we need the Middle Belt, and even extending to our brothers on the Amazonia. So
yes.
what kind of system do we think is viable for us to be able to change how things are going in West Africa today? And do we think this is the time, as we are fighting together, do we think this is the time to start championing for that tomorrow that we might need to change things in Africa? And on that basis, I want you to as well assure our people that have whatever in Yoruba, in the Middle Belt, and wherever they might have what they call their properties, that this union as well is going to protect their interests, and they should not be afraid of anything and come back home or join this cause on whatever accord they can be able to join. Because still till today, our people are still saying all sorts of things, that they are not being protected, and what is going to become of whatever they have in the what they call a foreign land after Biafra comes. So I want you to, on this basis, assure them again that things will be their properties, and everything they have got there is protected. This is my question this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I will answer your question. I will answer your question, and you should continue to listen very, very carefully. We are working very, very closely with our Yoruba brethren, working very, very closely with them. You must understand this very carefully. We have held series of meetings and continue to hold series of meetings. It's not hidden. I am not hiding it. That is the reason why we can do what we have been doing, what we've been doing. And that is the reason why our Yoruba brethren have now risen up, because they know that we cannot go behind their back to go and cut a deal with the Fulani, to allow a Fulani invasion of Yoruba land. As a revenge of what happened during the war, they know that is not going to happen. We have a very clear understanding. We know that our future and our fates are intertwined. We know the game that the Fulani Janja would have been playing for years, playing us against each other, whilst they remain at the helm, impoverishing everybody. That era has come and gone. We are one with the Yoruba people right now. And let me repeat, you talked about development across that very sub-region. All the way from Amazonia to the Middle Belt to Yoruba land, all the way along the coastal lines of West Africa. We are going to give them free oil and free gas. Very, very important, starting from Yoruba land. Rather than having Dangote refinery, what we are going to do, we'll use that same pipe laid by Dangote from Bayelsa all the way to Lagos, where he's building his refinery. The Yorubas will own it, and we'll give them oil and gas for free in perpetuity. The same thing we shall extend to Benin Republic. The same thing to Togo. The same thing to every, I think Ghana now, they have their own oil. Anybody who do not have oil and gas, we are going to extend it to them. Our mission is to develop everybody and to free everybody. Not just Biafra. Everybody has to be free, because it's called economies of scale. If they are doing well, you are also doing well. If they are poor, you are also poor. Go and ask Germany how much they spend trying to get every component part of the EU to be as developed as Germany is. Anybody should ask, those of them that called us this morning from Germany, go and ask Angela Merkel, how much are you, why is it that Germany is bringing us so much money to be propping up the EU? Because they want everybody to be developed. Once people are developed, they can buy your goods and services. Poor people cannot buy power bikes. Poor people cannot buy, let's say, drones. Poor people cannot buy flat screen TV, the smart TV. No, they need to be rich. And now, if you have a company, let's say in Biafra land, manufacturing all these things, and there's nobody to buy it, what are you going to do? These are the things that we need to understand. That the well-being of your next door neighbor is also to your advantage. We want to eradicate that mindset in a black person, that you should be the only rich man, the only cock crowing in your village. No, it is not a good thing for you, because your lives will not be safe. Look at the Fulani Janjaweed, for example. Let me use the Fulani Caliphate, for example. The impoverished northern part of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Look at them today. The reason why banditry cannot stop is because over the years they failed to invest in education. The reason why they are not amenable to reason was over the years they shunned education. They wanted to impoverish everybody. They thought that by making all the Almajiris very poor, somehow them and their children will continue to enjoy and to control them. Today, they are in position of AK-47, and things have changed. And now, in most schools in Zamfara, in most schools in Yobe, in most schools in Adamawa, they are no longer open. Children no longer go to school. It is as a direct consequence of unemployment, as a direct consequence of years and years of implementation of rules, regulation, and laws that are anti-people. In Biafra land, we are going to be different. Britain fought against Biafra, not Nigeria, because Britain thought that we don't have the spirit to share, that Biafrans cannot share because of what Ojukwu told Shell and BP. But they are wrong, they are very much mistaken. What our eternal leader said was that you don't come to blackmail me with something that God gave to me. If you want oil, we can give it to you, but you have to pay at the rate at which every other country is paying around the world. That was when Harold Wilson, the Labour Prime Minister of Britain, said that Biafrans are going to die. That he doesn't really care. He was a shareholder in BP. Then he said he doesn't care how many Biafrans will die, as long as they continue to get their oil and gas for free. That was why they supported the Fulani Janjaweed. And these are the things, the mistakes we have learned from. You mentioned people and their properties in the north. They keep saying this thing all the time. I have a 2-bedroom hotel in Jalingo. What is going to happen to it? And I say to them that you are very much mistaken. Your property is more secure if there is a Biafra than when you are in Nigeria. Let me repeat. Your properties in the north is more secure if you have a Biafran independent nation than if you remain in the zoo called Nigeria. Because today, most people own properties abroad. For instance, I have a property in England. When Biafra comes, am I going to lose it? The answer is no. You know, the Janjaweed who are not educated keep saying, okay, Biafrans should leave. Once you leave, we take over your property. That is rubbish. That is rubbish, because let me tell you what is going to happen. It's very simple. Some of you talk about ICC all the time, International Criminal Court, where violators of human rights are being taken to for trial. There is another court called the International Court of Justice, ICJ, where states can take states to court. If they touch any of your properties in the north, all Biafra will need to do is to petition ICJ, and ICJ will award compensation for those properties they have destroyed or seized from you. Once that is done, then the zoo, the Janjaweed government will be forced to pay. If they don't have the money to pay, any grants that any country is giving to them will be seized and used to compensate people that lost their properties. That is something that people do not know. The reason why all the properties we lost during the war was not returned and no compensation paid was because there was no Biafra to take the Nigerian government to International Court of Justice, the ICJ. Also sitting in The Hague. Also in The Hague. That is something that people do not understand. Also sitting in The Hague. If a country takes Nigeria to court for violating international laws, then they are bound to pay. So you are far more safer having a Biafra with your property outside Biafra land than in Nigeria. I hope that is very clear. I have another caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me?
Did you say Biafra will come in 2023? Biafra has been restored already. What is remaining is a complete declaration that will be defended. And before that happens, there are many things that we need to put in place. I want you to recount the achievement of the Biafra Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpa, what we have achieved in 2023, and ask yourself that question again, and you will look very stupid. We have been able to form government in exile in 2023. In 2023, we have formed the de facto government. In 2023, we have launched Biafra Liberation Army. In 2023, we launched Biafra Navy, we launched Biafra Air Force, we launched the forces of Biafra. In 2023, we adopted Helsinki Declaration, which is the constitution of Biafra. In 2023, we had a convention in Finland where Biafra people gathered from all over the world as delegates to vote on the Biafra Charter, which is a living document subjected to amendment. In 2023, we have created 40 states of Biafra, and believe me, many more states will come because we are not done yet. In 2023, not only that we created state, we also brought a redesigned and a redrawn Biafra map to reflect the current situation and the current demography of Biafra. In 2023, we started engaging officially Nigeria state in a guerrilla warfare on self-defense. In 2023, we officially and publicly engaged Nigeria terrorist army, and we are neutralizing them on daily basis. It has never happened before in the history of Biafra after the war. In 2023, we publicly and openly made sure that Nigeria doesn't kill again in Biafra land and go free. So, if you look at those things I've mentioned and those ones I have not even mentioned, are you still going to challenge Simon Ekpa that Biafra has not been restored in 2023? Biafra declaration is not about mouth pronouncement. It's about putting every structure in place. It's about putting every mechanism and measures in place to shaping the map and the structure of Biafra. In 2023, we have designed the economic viability of Biafra. In 2023, we have kicked off the Biafra Urban Development Project. In 2023, we've made a lot of impact globally. In 2023, the Biafra awareness gained the highest momentum in the history of Biafra since after the war. In 2023, we made the Nigeria terrorist army to cry on the floor of National Assembly. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. In 2023, those who are serving as the agent of Nigeria, benefiting from the corrupt entity called Nigeria, openly called for persecution, execution, and the kidnapping and arresting of Simon Ekpa, because they know that this is a different thing from what they have seen in their entire life. In 2023, they call for the arrest of Simon Ekpa and call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Confusion. In 2023, after they have used many years to plan the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have come to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. He's a very gentle man. He's a nice person. But just 2 years ago, they kidnapped this nice person from Kenya. 2 years ago, they tortured him for 8 days. 2 years ago, he was an evil man. 2 years ago, they called him terrorist. 2 years ago, he was everything evil to them. 2 years ago, they spent hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. They kidnapped him and put him into a private jet from Kenya to Nigeria. 2 years ago, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was everything evil to Nigeria, including to Ohaneze Ndi Igbo and all of them. 2 years ago, he was the only problem of Nigeria. 2 years ago, he was the only person that constituted all manner of insecurity in Nigeria. He was the one who is more deadlier than Boko Haram. He was everything that Nigeria don't want to see. Today, as Simon Ekpa take the Biafra liberation to the next level, the same people are now calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the most sensible person. These are hypocrites. These are devilish people. These are criminals that only thing they want to do is to give dog a bad name in order to kill it. They have given that name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They themselves were the one who condemned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same people today, they have seen that, yes, indeed, someone actually followed this footstep of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ready to drag all of them to Biafra land. So that when we get to Biafra land, we will treat their fuck up very well. Today, the same people who gave the bad name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to be kidnapped, they slandered his name, blackmailed him to other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. All of them today has come to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very sensible. Now it is Simon Ekpa is the problem. These people who are just evil from birth refuse to understand why Simon Ekpa have decided to take this thing upon himself to liberate the people of Biafra who has been subjugated and chained with Islamic State agenda. They found themselves in a hole. They tagged us, thought, in a circle, because they thought that they have actually systematically conquered everybody by dividing, creating states, dividing us, changing the demography and map of Biafra people. And at the end of the day, they structured out 5 tiny states, called it 5 Eastern states. And they say, let us continue to divide them. And now they tell you, oh, you are talking about Biafra. You are just 5 states in the circle. We have come to destroy their evil agenda. Today, you will understand that the plan of the Islamic State has failed. Today, the Biafra people are proudly announcing the 40th state, which is called the United States of Biafra. 40 complete states, cut across board, including in the area where they claim they were never Biafra. I have come to learn from what Biafra did wrong in 1967 to 1970, I have come to learn what Wazirike did wrong from the time he started the Biafra movement, and I have come to learn what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did right and was in the process of doing before the plan and kidnapped him. I continue from there, and today we are where we are. They are not resting. Those IPOB Nigeria are not resting as well. Every given opportunity, they think that there is infight in the Biafra government. They will say, oh, their hope now is that they are fighting. And they are hoping that there is infight in the Biafra government. That is to tell you that, like we said, they are cost. They are cost. And they can never rise again. Biafra government in exile is a government that nobody born of a woman marching on this planet, using your foot to walk on the ground, will ever destroy. Biafra has been restored in 2023. We have a government, we have a structure of the government of Biafra, we have every department that made Biafra government a legitimate government. The people of Biafra are loyal to the government, both in the exile and in the homeland. We have governors, state administrators in all the 40 states of Biafra. We have the deputy governors, which is called administrators. We have the secretary of state of each state in Biafra land. We have the chairmen and managers of county and the district. If you do not understand that with this structure we have now, one day you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra, it means that you are an idiot. I told you that by the time I finish with Nigeria, you will sleep in Nigeria one day and wake up in Biafra. The next phase is to set up the police of Biafra. The reason why we have not set up the police is because it is going to be state police. Every state will have their police. Every state will be independent. It is going to be local police, and there is no interference from the central government of Biafra. The military is a joint military. It's one military that will protect the territorial integrity of Biafra. When one state is attacked, it means that you have attacked all of us. So my people, for those who are asking when are you going to declare Biafra, we have already declared Biafra. We are only waiting for us to conclude the last phase of the Biafra government, and one day you will sleep and wake up in Biafra. Like I said, then we must capture every cranny of the Biafra territory.
Of heaven, the very oldest language on the face of this very earth.
Because I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is just not ordinary.
Very wonderful.
When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
Oh, Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I appreciate every one of you that has connected to this program, wherever you're connecting from. Like and share the program to all platforms, share to family and friends. I thank you all those who be patient to listen to the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the question and answer section, and the message of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon on the achievement he made and the things he put in place before he was taken away from our midst. I urge you to always join us and listen to the messages I play at the early stage. There are very important messages that have been delivered by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. I have told you on this my platform several times that the greatest mission I have today is to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa a voice. And that should be the greatest mission that every one of us have today. If you are genuine and you sincerely want Biafra to be actualized, you must make sure that the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the voice of Mazi Simon Ekpa is not silenced. There is a heavy attack on their voice today. There is a heavy attack. When Mazi Simon Ekpa was around, it was not easy for them to get to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, the pressure that Mazi Simon Ekpa wanted was so much that all eyes were moved from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody was paying attention to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing or where he is. Every attention was channeled on Mazi Simon Ekpa. And he made sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never, ever denigrated. Today, that responsibility lies on me. It lies on you as you are watching. I have said it several times and I repeat it again, that the only mission we have today is to pursue the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. Give them a voice in our various platforms and make sure they are not forgotten. There is no other mission greater than that. Any other thing you are doing apart from this is a waste of time. It's just an entertainment. The greatest mission we have today is to make sure pursue the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. Give them a voice. You and I, we are the voice they have today. It is through you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be heard. It is through me, he can be heard. When Mazi Simon Ekpa was here, the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was never silenced. He always speaks through Mazi Simon Ekpa. Every single day, he speaks through Mazi Simon Ekpa. And that voice was never silenced. The enemies were so scared that they channeled it. At a point in time, all of them grouped themselves together and they focused on Mazi Simon Ekpa. And Chukwu Okike Abiama sustained him throughout the whole journey. He fought through until the moment when they activated their international conspiracy and they took him away from our midst. But I bet you the battle is not over. The battle have just started now. So wherever you are, focus and make sure that you are giving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa a voice through your own voice. Let them use you to speak. Let them speak through you. Their release is the greatest project in Biafra resurrection today. The greatest and the ultimate project today that every Biafra must participate in is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa. This is the greatest project for every Biafra, genuine Biafra. That is the only project we have, only project that we have in the front. Every other thing you are doing is entertainment. Every other thing you are doing is just projecting yourself or trying to make people happy or trying people to see you as something different. No. The only project we have is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon, because their release is going to bring our unity back. Their release is going to bring our unity back. Their release is going to give us the recognition we're looking for. Their release is going to confirm the full restoration of Biafra. You can continue to deceive yourself. You can continue to doubt me. You can continue to make yourself happy. You are entitled to your opinion. But I will tell you what's obtainable. And I don't focus on hearsay. I focus on the reality on the ground. Something that is possible and obtainable. That is what I'm telling you. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. But I'm here to tell you what is obtainable, the reality on the ground. The only genuine project before us is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa for the liberty of the Biafran people, for the full restoration of Biafra, and for the recognition of Biafra. Anything short of that, it's an entertainment. So, once again, I have to let you know that in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come to this platform to preach hate. We do not come here to attack people or individuals. All we do is to preach the gospel of Biafra. All we do is to present Biafra as the only remedy to the failed state in Nigeria. All we do is to encourage Biafrans and make sure that Biafrans are focused on the only single project we have, the restoration of Biafra. I pray that Chukwu Okokabia will help us get to that direction and do what is necessary. My fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever you're watching from, today, being weekend, I wish you all a very happy weekend, and we are discussing on a very important issue. Nigerian government-sponsored sabotage against Biafra and the danger of self-sabotage. This is the topic we are discussing today. This topic is huge, it's heavy, it is broad, but I want you to pay attention and listen with an open mind. Wherever the message touches you, change yourself. Wherever the message touches you, go back and think. Think within your own self. If there is something you are doing wrong, change. If you find out that you are doing nothing wrong, that you're on the right path, keep it up. You don't need to get angry. I don't see why I will get angry when somebody is speaking on something that doesn't really concern me or doesn't perturb me, that I'm not affected. Why should I be angry? So whenever you hear a message from this platform, if it affects you, if it makes you angry, it is because there is something wrong with you. Whenever you hear a message from this platform and you become uncomfortable, it is because there is something is definitely wrong with you. Try and change that thing. But if there is nothing wrong with you and you hear a message and you feel that the message is not for you, you walk. It's either if you can't listen to it, you just walk away and go somewhere else to listen. That is how it is. So, my fellow Biafrans, as many as are going to watch and people that are going to watch later, and those who are going to join us later, I urge you to pay attention. Like the program, share it if it resonates with you. Like it if it resonates with you. It is not by force. I am doing my own part. Do your own part. The topic we are discussing today says Nigerian government-sponsored sabotage against Biafra and the danger of self-sabotage. This is a very interesting topic, and we are going to try as much as possible to do justice to this topic. I welcome every one of you once again, and I appreciate you for hanging on. Stay with me for these few minutes, and I bet you your attention will be called to certain things that you're not paying attention to. This is another broadcast we are bringing up. A wake-up call for every one of us. There is danger. There is danger, and there is a responsibility that every one of us must carry. This is a wake-up call. A call to truth. A call to reflection. A call to urgent action. Because today, we are confronting a dangerous reality. In today's program, we are confronting a very dangerous reality. What if the greatest threat to Biafra is not just Nigeria, but ourselves? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, what if the greatest threat to Biafra is not Nigeria, but ourselves? Do you sometimes sit and ask yourself these questions? Do you sometimes sit within yourself, forget about whatever any other person is saying, whatever is happening, and ask yourself this genuine question, and then answer it sincerely from your heart? What if the greatest threat to Biafra is not just Nigeria, but ourselves? Stay with me on this program. By the time we continue, you will understand better in this program. This morning, I will be speaking on the alleged sabotage against Biafra. The sabotage against Biafra by Nigerian government. We are going to dive into the great sabotage that some of us are not paying attention to, that some of us are ignoring, and some of us are not even aware of, against Biafra by Nigerian government. We will also speak about the ongoing situation surrounding our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi. We will speak about the controversies surrounding our Prime Minister, Mazi Ekpa, and the attacks from the enemies. And most importantly, the danger of self-sabotage within the Biafra agitation. The danger of self-sabotage within the Biafra agitation. These are the issues we are going to look at this very morning. And we will try as much as possible to do justice to it. All I urge you to do is to pay attention. Pay attention. Make contribution wherever you can. If you want to join on stage when the time is right, you can join and make a contribution. If you have a question to ask, feel free to ask your questions. But today, we are going to dive into very important issues. Because if we fail to address this, then no enemy, no matter how powerful, needs to defeat us. We will defeat ourselves. If we fail to address these issues that I just mentioned, more especially the self-sabotage, no matter how powerful, no enemy, no matter how powerful, need to defeat us. We will defeat ourselves by our own self. I want you to pay attention. Let us begin with what many already believe. Something that every one of us know already, and we believe, and so many people believe it, that there is systemic opposition against the Biafra movement. Everybody knows that there is systemic opposition from different angles, more especially sponsored by the government of Nigeria against the Biafra struggle. And today, they have entered into another level, which we are going to come into today. Nigerian government entered into a very dangerous level. This is why I was crying for the absence of Mazi Ekpa, with the presence of Donald Trump and the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. I shed tears because I know what we are going to lose. A great opportunity. And Nigerians see it. They saw this. Nigerians saw it clearly. The British saw it, and they did what they did. Took away the people, the pillars that has to shake Nigeria to the floor. Systemic opposition against the Biafra movement. Many supporters argued that it's not just argued. We know, everybody knows, that voices calling for self-determination are often suppressed. Voices that are speaking up for self-determination are often oppressed. The narratives are always controlled by the government of Nigeria. Key figures are restricted or silenced. The way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon today have been silenced and restricted. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become central to this conversation. There is not case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have become central to the actualization of Biafra. The detention of Mazi Simon has become central to the actualization of Biafra. And if you continue to run away from this, sorry, you should be ashamed of yourself. It means you don't even know your left and right. You don't even know what you are fighting for. You don't even know the Biafra you are seeking for. The only ultimate project before us as Biafrans today is the pursuit of the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because their case has become central to every conversation surrounding the liberation of Biafra. Take it to the bank. Nigerian governments have mastered their plan, and they have drawn a heavy plan that is going on as we speak. To many, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa represent resistance, represents identity, represents the voice of the people seeking recognition. That is how many people in the world see these people. And you can never take them out from the picture. There is no genuine Biafran who cares about the restoration of Biafra that will take these two people away from the picture. If you do, that is just a total signal to show people that you are sabotaging the freedom of Biafra. We don't need a native doctor. We don't need a prophet. We don't need a diviner. We don't need any imam to tell us. Once you are standing against these people and trying to cage them or remove them from the picture, you are sabotaging the freedom of the Biafran people. And so, naturally, emotions run high anytime you make such moves. Because Biafrans, we know what these people stand for. But there is the question we must ask ourselves. There is this very strong and important question we must ask ourselves. Even if there is external pressure, are we responding wisely? Even if there is external pressure, we that are in this struggle, are we responding wisely? Are we responding wisely? When you go to social media today, you see what is happening. You see the way brothers are tearing their brothers apart. You see the way some people have dedicated themselves to destroy the personality and image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you see those, how do you feel? Even though there are external pressures, are we responding wisely as those who want to be free? What we are seeing today is the rise of internal division more and more. What we are seeing every single day is more division. And today, Nigerian government have employed more instruments, which I am going to expose one of them today. Every one of you have been seeing that woman called Lolo Nnokpa. She has been the most dangerous person you can think about today in this struggle. The most dangerous human being existing in this struggle today is that woman, Lolo Nneka. And I'm going to prove it for you today. The most dangerous woman you can think about. The most dangerous person that is against this struggle today is Lolo Nneka. And we must not keep silent. Every Biafra must rise up against this Jezebel and end her once and for all. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not here to speak. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not here to speak. But you are here. I am here. They have to speak through us. We have to give them a platform to speak so the Biafrans can make up their voice. Now let's go deeper. Because every movement in history, every struggle for freedom has faced one critical danger: division from within. Division from within. That has been the danger. Every group, every freedom fighting group have faced. Today, within the Biafra agitation, we are seeing, in Biafra agitation today, we are seeing conflicting leadership narratives. Conflicting leadership narrative. We are seeing distrust among supporters. We are seeing online attack and counter attacks. That is what we see. Confusion about direction and strategy. These are all that we are seeing in the structure on the pursuit or agitation of Biafra today. I tell you that in my platform, I don't come here to tell you things to make you happy. The only thing I ask you is that when you come to this platform, listen to me with an open mind. Keep your hatred aside. You can hate me, but keep it aside. You can hate me, but listen with an open mind so that you can digest the information, go back and think within yourself and make up your mind what you want to believe or what you want to take. Today, within the Biafra agitation, we are seeing conflicting leadership narrative, distrust among supporters, online attacks and counter-attacks, confusion about direction and strategy. That is all we see. The discussions surrounding Samuel have further intensified. The attack of Mazi Samuel, the destruction of the image of Mazi Samuel, and denigrating of Mazi Samuel, relegating him to the background. It's unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Relegating Mazi Nnamdi to trying to take away Mazi Nnamdi, the face of the struggle. You are trying to remove the face of the struggle. The face of it, that anybody on the planet Earth today that you talk about Biafra, the next thing they will mention is Mazi Nnamdi. And you want to take him away from the picture by destroying his image. And at the same time, you claim you are fighting for Biafra. The people that are sabotaging the Biafra struggle today are not hiding. Even though some of us are still pretending, you are waiting for me to call names and give you numbers. To identify the people who are sabotaging the struggle, it is as simple as ABC. The only thing you need to do is to use an open mind, listen carefully, follow instructions, and listen to what our leaders have said in the past. How are they handling the detention of our leaders? What effort are people making to make sure they are freed? These are the only thing that can be able to direct you to people who have been bought over. Today, they are not longer hardened. And you see, the most dangerous thing is that they will be the first one to accuse you of being bought over. They will be the first people to accuse you of sabotage. They will be the first people to be accusing you to be bought over. But they are the ones in the front line, making sure that nothing works. And they deceive you simply because you are not paying attention to instruction. We see leadership in our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Sabotage. That is all we see. And we continue to see. From all that, that is why every day I play their messages, I play their program. I play it for this. I can play it for 1 hour, more than 1 hour, before I come in to speak. To activate your mind. But beyond personalities, the real issue that we are seeing today is disunity. Disunity to the highest level. That is what we are seeing. The greatest pain I'm feeling now is the self-sabotage of the Biafran people. The self-sabotage. The same people that are asking for freedom are the ones sabotaging their own freedom. And they are not hiding. They open plan Today, they have even opened more platforms. I see more people today getting into the media. People who has nothing to do with the media before. People who never know anything about Biafra. They are all opening platform. And what are they doing? Attacking the leadership of this struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the only mission they have. Attacking and destroying the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. The same people that they are trying to free, the same people they are in prison for, the same people they have given up their career for. Let me say this clearly. No struggle survives when it begins to fight itself. No struggle survives when its people begin to fight themselves. There is no struggle that will survive when the people who were supposed to be freed begin to fight themselves. Self-sabotage does not always look obvious. You know, sometimes when we are talking about this self-sabotage, some of you will not understand. You are looking for a day somebody will come and speak openly before you understand. Even though today, some people are not hiding it anymore. They don't even quote it. They are sabotaging the freedom of Biafra openly. And number one way to sabotage it is to attack the face of the struggle, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is number one way to sabotage it. They were able to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they sabotaged Mazi Simon Ekpa, removed him from the picture, and they got the courage to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, Biafra was put on standstill and confusion after the sabotage of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Self-sabotage does not always look obvious. Sometimes, self-sabotage we are talking about, sometimes it comes as a misinformation. Self-sabotage sometimes comes as misinformation. When you misinform your people, you are sabotaging your people. When you misinform people, you are sabotaging. That is why I tell people, don't just listen to what somebody is saying. Apply your common sense. Apply your common sense. Focus on the reality on the ground. Focus on the reality. No matter what somebody tells you to make you happy, no matter what somebody make you to make you clap, no matter what somebody tells you to make you feel relevant, focus on the reality on the ground. Misinformation sometimes is one of the ways we sabotage ourselves. Misinformation, self-sabotage. Sometimes it comes as misinformation. Sometimes it comes as emotional reaction without verification. Emotional reaction without verification. When you hear something, you begin to react. There are some people, they come to my platform, they go to comment section without, even when they have read the topic I'm discussing, without even listening, they begin to react. They begin to call you names. They begin to distract you. This is self-sabotage. Emotional reaction without verification. Simply because you like somebody. Simply because somebody told you something about somebody. Simply because somebody was paying your house rent, giving you a recharge card or whatever. You develop emotion towards that person. And when something happens, you will not verify. You react emotionally at every little thing. At the end of the day, it leads you to self-sabotage. Another one is blind loyalty without critical thinking. I am giving you instances of things that can make you to self-sabotage yourself without knowing. Blind loyalty without critical thinking. Every single one of us should be able to describe what we want to do. We should be able to define and defend what we are saying and speaking about. Very, very important. And this comes under self-sabotage. You can self-sabotage yourself through blind loyalty without critical thinking. Another one is public attack that weakens collective strength. You come publicly, you attack your brother, you attack your sister, you attack your fellow comrade. Publicly, you end up weakening collective strength. And you think you are doing that to that very person. No. When you come, your brother that is speaking and passing the real information about the restoration of Biafra, because of personal interest or whatever that I don't know, you come publicly and you attack that brother or that sister. At the end of the day, you weaken the collective strength. The collective strength we are supposed to have to push the agenda of the restoration of Biafra, you weaken it. Self-sabotage. This is the major problem we are facing that must be addressed. If you are in this platform, like and share this program. Share this program. Share it to your family and friends. Share it to any platform where you belong. Don't be part of those who are self-sabotaging the program. Remember, self-sabotage does not always look obvious. You know, when we talk about self-sabotage, you are thinking of when somebody will come and do something openly, or somebody will act and tell you that, no. I am giving you instances, things that can make you to self-sabotage yourself without knowing. Self-sabotage comes through misinformation, emotional reaction without verification, blind loyalty without critical thinking, public attack that weakens collective strength. All these are the way you can self-sabotage yourself. And we have seen this so much in this struggle today. It is so much in this struggle. So very much in this struggle. You do all this, and slowly, without realizing it, the movement begins to lose focus. The movement of actualization of Biafra begins to lose focus, as we are seeing today. Many people are losing interest. Many people are losing focus. Many people are engaging in things that are not supposed to be engaging. Many people are using it as fun. Many people are using it to satisfy their own personal ego. And they forgot the unity of purpose. They throw it to the dustbin. The movements begin to lose focus. Not because the goal is wrong. Not because our goal is wrong, but because the execution becomes fractured. We are losing focus because the execution of our goal has become fractured through self-sabotage. I pray that Chukwu Okike will touch hearts and give us that wisdom to reason, because there is a war ahead of us that we need to fight. History teaches us sometimes something very important. History teaches us something very important, but movements do not always fail because of strong enemies. Movements do not fail because of strong enemies. Today, we are not being weakened just because of Nigerian government, but self-sabotage. Some of us who have volunteered themselves to work against ourselves. Movement fail because of weak unity, poor coordination, internal distrust. And this is what is weakening us today. What is weakening us today is not because our goal is not right. It is because we have lost focus. Movements do not always fail because of strong enemies. They fail because of weak unity, poor coordination. Poor coordination, that is the greatest one we are seeing today. Poor coordination in the agitation of Biafra. Weak unity among us. Internal distrust. So much distrust. So much internal distrust. A divided movement sends one message. Confusion. A divided movement sends one message. Confusion. A confusion is dangerous. Confusion is very dangerous because when the message is unclear, the world stops listening. Immediately the message becomes unclear, the whole world will stop listening. This is the danger that is coming. This is the confusion they are creating using that woman that calls herself Lolo Noba. A confusion that woman is bringing. I am telling you that Lolo Nega is the most dangerous person today in this agitation of Biafra. And I'm going to tell you why. Every one of us should rise up and speak. There is a need for strategic thinking. This is not time for emotional reaction alone. This is not time for emotional reaction at all. This is a time for discipline, clarity, and strategic thinking. Wherever you are, whichever group you belong, whoever you claim you are following. If you sincerely want to be free, this is a time to be disciplined in the pursuit and the cause of Biafra. Discipline in the project and the purpose for which we gather. A time for clarity. State clearly the purpose for which we gather. Strategic thinking. Every word spoken, every action taken must move the struggle forward, not backward. Whatever you do today, whatever you say or speak in your platform must be a thing that will move the struggle forward and not backward. We must ask, are our actions strengthening the cause or weakening it? Sometimes you sit back and ask yourself, every one of us, no matter who you, no matter how small, how big your platform is, whether only you, on your own, you ask yourself, the action you are taking, is it strengthening the cause or weakening it? Ask yourself. Because not everything that feels right is actually helpful. Not everything that feels right is actually helpful. Go and think about that word. It is not everything that feels right that is actually helpful. Unity is not negotiable. We need it now more than ever. Now that the government sponsorship of people have now become open, they are not hiding it again. The government sponsorship of attack against the restoration of Biafra, it is no longer a secret. They are doing it openly and people have taken the contract. And we know them. Let this be understood. Unity does not mean everyone will agree on everything. I have said it time and each time when I talk about unity not being negotiable, for us to unite, I do not mean everyone will agree on everything. That is not unity. That is not unity. Unity does not mean everyone will agree on everything. But unity means respecting differences. Respecting our differences. Avoiding destructive conflict. Destructive conflict, avoid it as much as you can. Keeping the main goal in focus. That is the unity I'm talking about. I don't know how else to explain this unity so that we will understand it very well. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it for you to understand. When I talk about unity in this platform, I have said it time and time again, I do not mean everyone will agree on everything. Never. It will never happen. And that is not the unity I'm talking about because that is not unity. The unity I'm talking about is respecting each other's differences. Whatever differences we have, we respect each other's differences. Respecting differences. Avoiding destructive conflict. This, I have cried about this. That is why from beginning I have been shouting, unite, unite, accept people, try to make peace, avoid destructive conflict, because just like what we are seeing today, look at what the Department of Sabotage, DOS, that Mazi Nnamdi created, look at what they are doing today. Before the whole world, in the public, you can imagine. You can imagine what they are doing. And now you understand. When the governor told you that they are now working with DOS, and some of you thought it was a joke, today you will understand that that statement was not a joke. It was for real. That that statement was not an entertainment. It was a reality. And you're going to see it on this program today. The unity we are talking about is respecting differences, avoiding destructive conflicts, keeping the main goal in focus, because once unity is lost, everything else becomes meaningless. Once this unity is lost, everything else becomes meaningless. That is why we must have to continue to speak. My people of Biafra, everyone that is genuine wherever you are, to every supporters listening right now, wherever you are and you are listening to this program, I want you to know that this struggle is bigger than an individual. This struggle is bigger than individuals. This very restoration of Biafra, it is bigger than individuals. It is bigger than opinions, bigger than online argument. Maybe you don't know. I repeat it again. This struggle is bigger than individuals, bigger than opinions, bigger than online arguments. This very struggle is about identity. It is about survival. It is about the future. And that future depends on what we do today. Wherever you are watching this program, I want you to know that we have a very strong responsibility. We have a great responsibility. We have a great responsibility. And I want us to take this message today further. I am going to play an interview that was granted to Lolo Nega. And I want to tell you that today, Nigerian government have finally contracted a particular station to be broadcasting against the restoration of Biafra. Maybe you don't know. Now I am telling you. Maybe some of you didn't know. Nigerian government have contracted a particular station. Nigerian government is paying them. And their work is to always entertain Lolo Nega. Give her a platform to promote the agenda. Speak against Mazi Nnamdi and Mazi Simon, destroy their personality, and promote IPOB Nigeria. You know, when Mazi Simon was talking about IPOB Nigeria, we didn't understand. But tell me, how can you be promoting IPOB Nigeria if it was real? How can you be promoting Biafra? How can you be promoting Biafra in a national TV and they will leave you? A proscribed organization, you come in national TV and you are promoting a proscribed organization and nobody arrests you, nobody talks to you. In a national TV, you are there promoting a proscribed organization and nobody arrests you, an Igbo woman. That alone is a red flag. That one alone is a red flag to show you that that woman is evil. She has been contracted, and the station that she's using is this VOP. I am going to play her interview that she did, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. And I want us to listen to the nonsense that is coming out of the mouth for this one. Lies, sponsored lies. This is a woman who doesn't know IPOB from Adam. She doesn't know how IPOB started. She doesn't know how IPOB was established. But this woman somehow found his way to win the heart of the Biafran people. And now they bought her over, gave her a station that they are paying for. Every time she comes to that station, at least 2 times in a week or 1 time in a week, only to broadcast and promote a proscribed group. A proscribed group. And nobody says anything. That is a red flag. And I don't know why people don't see it. Let us go and listen and hear the programs that she did yesterday or day before yesterday. Let us hear and go along with them.
Lolo Neka Chimezie, Madam Pinto Obonyisi, Igbo Women Assembly. Madam Pinto Ototoma.
Ototoma, Adi Waije Mono. Igbo Wemno, Nandamwe, Asamka, Ewebere, Kugubere. Ise. Madam Kabula Sibe Bela Kadin Hegame. Nkukwa ya boss ngagose abo gebe. Nkukwa jisi ya po n'ụzọ. Maka na egesi ebe ọ na-ebe nko ihe ya biaza. Ọ bịakwa ọzọ no chopo gi. Lala neka ti ese ka igbo po ya so. Kedu ebe m ga-ebido? Ka m bido godi n'okwu akpụdo ọnụ. Ndị otu indigenous people of Biafra ana m anụ 100 men. Ọ dịse ka na 100 days. Ihe m maka na wa ụmụ awụ Zion. Awụ onye Zion, ịghọtago abụ mata Zion. Doge na adịghị anya ebido 100 days anyị fasting and prayer. Bụkwa nke a ga-achịkọba na nga ọkpala. Mana pụtaziri nke 100 days m na-ama. Ugbu anụ azim 100 men. N'otu IPOB. Lalo nne kachi mezie biko. Onye chọrọ iji wee 100 men ya. Kedu ihe a chọrọ iji ihe eme? Anyị mana 100 men ya ga-apụtakwa echi ile. Rọọ egbe. A ga-asị nku akpalakpa. Egosiri ebe ọ ga-ebe. Ọ nọrọzi ebe ahụ bụrụ nsogbu na ọgba aghara. Ọgọzie Simon Ekpa. Biko kedu ndị bụ 100 men ya nna no be 100.
Now you hear the purpose of this very platform, this VOP. They have been paid. And they have been paid to always allow this woman to attack Mazi Nnamdi and Mazi Simon Ekpa using this platform. The project that they have, this is when you are talking about, when they say Nigerian government is pumping money into destroying IPOB. This is one of the platforms they have funded by the politicians in Biafra land. The politicians of Biafra and Nigerian government, they are the one funding this station. These idiots that are here are being sponsored, and the only thing they do in their program every week, 2 times in a week, is to come and speak against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Whatever thing you put in place for the progress and actualization of Biafra, they will come here and destroy it. And what are they promoting? What they promote is the proscribed IPOB, the IPOB Nigeria. IPOB Nigeria is what this woman is promoting in a national TV. And nobody is talking to her. Nothing happens to her. And you see the way they put before that Mazi Nnamdi talked about 100 men. These idiots, these fools right here, did not know the message of 100 men did not start yesterday. This is a project that has been there long ago, which I have many of the videos. Many of the messages where Mazi Nnamdi preached and talked about 100 men. When he said, I am tired of broadcasting. I need 100 men to fight for my nation and get it. He made mention that time and said that in the 100 men he doesn't have up to 3 yet. He doesn't have up to 3. And then Mazi Nnamdi came into the picture and said, I am 50 out of the 100. So this language is not, and this woman that is making caricature of the world, talking about 100 men, 100 days prayer of her church. Look at how they're making mess or joke of what Mazi Nnamdi can do. They make a joke of it, they make it look irrelevant. And this is what this station is doing. This is what Nigerian government have paid this station to use law on NECA to do. And I want you to pay attention and look. Hear what she's going to say.
100 men are carrying 100 men are kept.
Adi buje jemba. Chukwu gozie gị na ajụjụ a ejụrụ. Maka na ndị be anyị o kwesịrị ka ha mara nke na-eme eme mana
ịbịa na my life ihe anyị na-ekwu agba touch ahụ ụzọ ihe anyị na-eme ọgba maka na asị na onye iberibe ka ihe na-eme ugboro na-abụ maka asịkwa na onye agwọtara ọhụ ngwere isi mmemme ya na ọsọ na-eme ihe onye ma na nke Simon Ekpa ndị ana m ekwu na afụrụ m ntutu m taa site n'afọ m tara iji wee gaa nyocha ma tipụta mkpu ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo n'ọtụ ahụ eme anyị na mụ aha agbakwa nkịtị na ka m kacha afụ ụdị arụrụ ma na-arụrụ n'ụlọ ma nke ndị agha amị rụrụ ma nke asarị rụrụ ma nke ndị gọvanọ rụrụ ihe niile a ka e wee nutuo IPOB dọsa IPOB kwatuo IPOB ofu otu litere nọ ndị Igbo na-agba na hiwe aja ka anyị mara nwere nzọpụta oge si ebe ahụ apụta o wee bụzie ka etisaa ya ndị na-ehiwekwe 100 men ugbu a na-asị na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee lite wee gbaa tọọchị ebe ahụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee nyoma ihe a wee chọpụta na ihe eji wee jide nwa amadi a na nke izuzo igbu IPOB maka federal gọọmenti abịala nye otu afụ na otu agbaala mgbọrọgwụ na otu abụ sọsọ otu ndị Igbo na-agbakọwa after the war ụwa zuru ike apụta gbalịa nke ọ gbalịrị otu ndị ọzọ uwe otu ndị na-anọkọ na-eme ihe dị iche iche n'ọsọsọ ụwa zuru ike elitere si ya na ekwu okwu nwere onwe ahụja ya alagbuo ndị IPOB wee pụta wee gbasie mgbọrọgwụ ike IPOB na 190 something countries in the world, all over the world ha gbadosi ike so federal gọọmenti wee chee otu a ga-eji egbu ụta ha afọ ha wee nwude Nnamdi Kanu tinye n'ime ka a nọrọzie ebe ahụ nọ ya n'akụkụ wee chịpịa otu a ịma na ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ ama na Simon Ekpa abụghị a member of IPOB.
You see this woman, this devilish woman, this woman is a devil. And this is one of the reasons why we must have to speak about this criminal. This woman is a criminal, a devil that have been employed by Nigerian government. This woman is not a member of IPOB. She knows nothing about IPOB. She knows nothing about the establishment of IPOB. But she comes here on a national television that was paid for her by Nigerian government to speak lie against Mazi Simon Ekpa. That Mazi Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB. This is what she does in this platform. Not just attacking Mazi Simon. After attacking Mazi Simon, she will go and attack Mazi. And I'm going to give you proofs today to show you that Mazi Simon Ekpa was part and parcel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB. Mazi Simon Ekpa confirmed himself that he took an oath. And many of them that have been denying it before, today have confirmed. But this criminal woman, this agent of darkness, this Jezebel continue to push this lie. This Jezebel continue to push this lie. And we will not be silent. I personally will not be silent when I see this Jezebel stand and call Mazi Simon Ekpa out and call him names. Not be the I don't know what gave her the audacity. You see, that is one thing with our people. Look at this woman. You came and build a platform in the name of that you're supporting your Igbo cause or whatever. All of a sudden, today, you have been brought over to destroy the image of Biafra. That is what this woman is doing. A lie from the pit of hell, saying that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not. Who said that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB? Who said so? Who said so? Let us go.
Simon Ekpa is a registered member of IPOB. Simon Ekpa won Ohaneze. Ohaneze president of Kowuna, Finland. Onu rotena omahi putana TV kwona ha ga-create a parallel IPOB. So ihe mere no wona and mana na ndị Igbo na ihe obula si ala Nnamdi Kanu no pụta ha ga-eso. So ha weze Nnamdi Kanu ti na ngane hoze ndị gba yo.
Did you hear did you hear this crazy woman that Mazi Simon Ekpa is Ohaneze? Hi Chineke bi n'eluigwe. And I want, okay, let me play this video. Let's get a video where even the message I played before I start, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu message I played before I start this program, you are going to hear.
Good morning, my great leader.
Good morning.
I want you to pay attention. In this message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are going to hear where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about Mazi Simon Ekpa. That Mazi Simon, this thing was 2011. 2021. This message I'm going to play now is 2021. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling the whole world that Mazi Simon Ekpa is creating our own app that we are going to use, that is going to compete with Facebook. Because Facebook was blocking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu everywhere. They were blocking him. They didn't allow him to do anything. They were blocking Mazi. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his book has said that Mazi Simon Ekpa is already creating an app, which he is going to launch. And even Mazi Simon Ekpa talked about the app. Mazi Simon Ekpa talked about, he finished the app and he was waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and launch our own Facebook. That project was in the hand of Mazi Simon Ekpa until he was taken away. And he kept it and said he's waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and launch it. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about that project here. I want you to listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said here. I want you to pay attention. You see, these criminals, when you leave these criminals to continue to parade their idiocy, it will seem as if nobody is watching. Let's listen.
They don't want me to broadcast on their platform. They have taken money from the zoo. They're trying to cut out our voice because our women were raped, and they do not want the world to know about it. That is what Facebook is hiding, but they cannot stop us because we are unstoppable. And as we have been announcing for the past few days and weeks, very, very imminently, our own app will be launched. Something similar or better than Facebook will be launched. I know that Simon Ekpa has been doing a lot of work in terms of announcing it, but
did you hear that? That Simon Ekpa is doing a lot of work in terms of announcing and establishing that very app. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it here, 2011. So if Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB, how could Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be working with Mazi Simon Ekpa to produce the app, which even after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, Mazi Simon Ekpa continued that project and he wanted to unveil it, and he said, where's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He will unveil it. You had Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want to take it back again for you to hear. Because these idiots, when they come online and they spill their lies, if you keep silent, they will continue to parade these lies. And at the end, the people who are not paying attention will think that they are saying the truth. Listen.
They don't want me to broadcast on their platform. They have taken money from the zoo. They're trying to cut out our voice because our women were raped, and they do not want the world to know about it. That is what Facebook is hiding, but they cannot stop us because we are unstoppable. And as we have been announcing for the past few days and weeks, very, very imminently, our own app will be launched. Something similar or better than Facebook will be launched. I know that Simon Ekpa has been doing a lot of work in terms of announcing it, but I will myself announce it officially when we are ready to go. But for now, we welcome each and every one of you, regardless of where you are.
Did you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak of the work Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing to create an app then? Can such thing be done by an outsider? Announcing it and speaking about it. And I want again to show you, look at the interview. I want to, a very short clip on interview that Mazi Simon Ekpa granted to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This woman came here and said that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB, that Mazi Simon Ekpa is a member of Ohanese. You can imagine the lie that this woman is. You can imagine the audacity and the lie that Mazi Simon Ekpa is a member of Ohanese. Look at the interview of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
One thing I'm going to ask you, I think it's going to be the last question before I will allow you to rest, because you have been on this journey for a very long time and every day on the phone. And
what you are watching here was an interview that was granted to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by Mazi Simon Ekpa. Before this interview, people fought it. Even before this interview, Mazi Simon Ekpa have already registered as a member of IPOB. He has already taken an oath as a member of IPOB. Even when Mazi Simon was talking about this very interview, before he made this interview, all this Department of Sabotage, China Samora and Co., they were calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to go for the interview, that he should not attend this interview. And search for this interview and listen to this interview from A to Z. Go and watch the complete interview of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi. Go and listen to the complete interview, and you watch how it went and what was said in this interview that was hosted by Mazi Simon Ekpa. They tried everything to stop it, but they could not stop it. And this law Nopa is coming to tell you that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB. That Mazi Simon Ekpa is a member of Ohanese. This woman, paid by Nigerian government, using a national TV. Today, that TV is promoting a proscribed group, and nothing happened to them. And she's walking free. That alone is a red flag. For that woman to come and promote Department of Sabotage, a broke. I want you to listen to this very interview of Mazi Simon first. Then you tell me if this man is not a member of IPOB.
To have come this far. One thing I'm going to ask you, I think it's going to be the last question before I will allow you to rest, because you have been on this journey for a very long time and every day on the phone and all that. So I'm going to ask you one last question. The question is this: if from what I've just read now about the motion for Biafra independence at the UK Parliament,
yes,
the wording is that the Office of the Commonwealth must make sure they use their diplomatic power and ties to compel, though they did not use the word compel, but to compel Nigeria government to organize referendum for a possible freedom of Biafra. And this is exactly what we are all asking. Now, if this did not happen, are you ready to lead us to do anything to get the freedom of Biafra?
Yes.
Which I'm going to be number one to follow you.
Yes. You think we're going to live like this, like a bunch of animals forever? Of course not. Of course not. It can't, they know it very well that we are coming, and I will come, and I'll bring hell with me. They understand it very well. You better give me Biafra now. If they do not give me Biafra now, the zoo, I am making it very clear to the whole world so they understand what I'm saying very clearly. So that by the time that we are gone, history they will remember the deeds of God upon our lives. We have not come for anything else. I don't exist for anything else. It's only for Biafra to come. If you're not going to give me that Biafra, I will destroy everything I see on my path. I'm being honest with you. There is no other outcome. Forget about all those speaking grammar and that's rubbish. Give us a referendum, as those British MPs tried to do, in keeping with the fact that in England you have people that have soul and conscience. If you have a referendum today and people say foolishly vote to remain in one Nigeria, I will give up. But that's where we're going to, and nothing. You know where we are now. Do you think we are going to drop our guns now? Is that what you think? Are we going to drop it now? No.
No way.
You must negotiate, and that is going to be a referendum. They understand it, or else we give them hell, and they know it. If Boko Haram, a bunch of idiots that didn't go to school, can give you a tough time, imagine people who are educated and all over the world. But as you know, with Pharaoh, their ears will be blocked. They'll be doing their janja with some. They will think, oh, we have a Hanese, we have George Obianzo, we have the likes of Hope, we shall prevail. But you'll hear their stories soon as well. We're not going back. Oh. We have come to die for what we believe. Thank you very much for having me, Simon.
From this very video that I played, does this video in any way suggest that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB? Even if you don't believe, does it suggest that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB? And again, the establishment of an app, which Mazi Nnamdi spoke about in another video that I played, does that suggest that he's not a member of IPOB? And Mazi Simon confirmed his several meetings he had with Mazi Nnamdi and how he took his oath and mentioned witnesses who were there. But yet, this woman, this evil woman, will come on place to be. There you go. This is the only reason why this woman was being paid. Using this very platform, this VOP platform, Nigeria government have paid them to continue to feature this woman every week to speak against Mazi Simon Ekpa and against Mazi Nnamdi. Now, the only mission he has now is to destroy the image of Mazi Simon Ekpa All the people that support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu destroy their image, destroy the image of the family, destroy the image of the lawyers. This woman will come online and tell you that it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family that jailed him. It is the lawyers that jailed him. As if we are dumb and idiots. This is a case that is in the public. A case that is in the public that every one of us is following. And somehow they brought this woman from nowhere. Somebody who was not here. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in 2001, this woman, where was she? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in 2001, were you not in Nigeria? Were you not there? What were you doing? What did you do? But all of a sudden, this woman just came from the blues today. Begin to accuse everybody that's attached to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to promote the Nigerian IPOB. Nigerian-owned IPOB is what this woman is promoting. And the red flag is that, why is she promoting a proscribed group in a national TV and nobody is arresting her or talking to her? Is that not a red flag? Why will this woman be promoting a proscribed group? People that have been indicted of fraud and killings, and yet nobody calls her attention, nobody arrests her, nobody talks to her. Every week, 2 times in a week, she comes to this platform. This same platform with this idiotic lady, 2 of them. Just to destroy the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to destroy the actualization of Biafra. Listen to what she's saying. Listen to her lies.
Nke ahụ emebi establish ọwụwa dị ihe a na-enyocha nke mbụ bụ mgbe ejide Nnamdi Kanu na Kenya, nwanne ya nwoke Kanu nta Kanu ma zochie ya, ndị IPOB na-agbara maka na ọ bụrụ na ha kwuru ebe Nnamdi Kanu na ụta ha esi eme nke Sunday Igbo, ma mgbe ejide Sunday Igbo na Togo ha chọọ ka ha ga buru ya ebe ahụ, ndị Yoruba agbagharịa kwụsị ya ewetara ya Sunday Igbo na Togo. Mgbe ahụ ejide Nnamdi Kanu na Kenya, a na-achọgharị ebe ka ọ nọ. Ọ bụrụ na nwanne ya nwoke ifuru nwunye ya amaghị ebe ọ nọ, ọ bụrụ na sọsọ nwanne ya nwoke ahụ na ọtụtụ ndị famili ya ma ebe ọ nọ kwuru silekwa ebe ọ nọ, ndị IPOB gara akpọta lọya gbachie ibunata Nnamdi Kanu, mana ha akpachiri a na-ajụ ha nke nwanne nwoke Kanu nta so nọ na mountain ekpe ekpere.
You see, the evil of this woman is an evil woman. This woman is an evil woman, and she's only working for the IPOB in Nigeria and to destroy the image of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the family. This woman has forgotten. Within this time, this thing was happening. China Samoru, when they were having a meeting, when they were asked, he was asked. China Samoru said that he calls Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every day when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there. China Samoru said he puts call to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every single day. There's no day that goes that he doesn't call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what China Samoru said. Then we understood in that time when he was kidnapped, they said that Kanu was aware. But China Samoru, you say that you call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every day. How comes you stood for 8 good days you called? Even if you called his brother told you that you can't reach him. 8 good days, and you did not raise alarm. 8 days, you didn't raise alarm. 8 good days, you did not tell anybody. Even his wife. What of his wife? What about his wife? And now, she herself is exonerating his wife. She is exonerating his wife. And the only reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could not be able to relate to these people or tell them where he was is because even when he was going to Kenya, he did it because he doesn't trust them. They have started sabotaging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even before he left for Kenya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have seen the red flag already. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have seen the red flag. That is why he distanced himself from every single one of them that is going to jeopardize his freedom. These same people that claim to be, they say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is DOS. DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But you said you call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu every day. China Sanwo-Olu said that there's no day that passes that he doesn't call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How did China Sanwo-Olu stay for 8 good days? You didn't get to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of your DOS. You were not concerned, you're not worried until he was brought into Nigeria. And you turn around and blame that it is his brother you call. You call his brother. And when you were relating to him all this while, is it his brother you used to call? When you call him, you say you discuss with him every day. Is it his brother that you always call every day? How comes somebody you talk to every day You didn't talk to him 1, 2, up to 8 days. You didn't get him, and you are not worried. I know that is the narrative we're going to bring. But for everything that happened at Nnamdi Kanu, the DOS that were in charge at that time, they have to carry the burden on them. They have a skeleton in their cupboard. That was what Nnamdi Kanu saw and began to distance himself. Even before he was kidnapped, he has started distancing himself from them. He has started distancing himself from them because he knows that they are corrupt. They have been sold out. And this woman today, who have been bought over by the Nigerian government and given a station, they gave her this station to her 2 times in a week to come and broadcast and promote, a proscribed group. Is that not a red flag? You come, you promote a proscribed group 2 times in a week in a platform. Is that not a red flag? And some idiots are listening to them. When Mazi Simon Ekpa talked about IPOB Nigeria, you didn't understand. Now the IPOB Nigeria is very, very clear than ever. It's very clear. And remember, Soludo confirmed it by himself and told us that he is now the IPOB of Chike Dozem and China Samworu have agreed to work with him. Soludo confirmed it. And that is that work. Some of us have forgotten. The work of Soludo is what this woman. How many times have you seen this woman calling Soludo out? That work that Soludo told us that IPOB have agreed to work with them, this woman is part of that job. The IPOB Nigeria. I hope that Biafrans can wake up because this is a battle. If Mazi Samaneko was to be around, this woman would have disappeared long ago. If Mazi Samaneko was to be around, this woman will be disappeared for long and forgotten. But no problem. We're here. We will never be silent. And I believe there are many other Biafrans. Many are rising up from different angles. Even some that were fighting against Mazi Samaneko, they have now opened their eye. I see Darlington on his platform, Osoji. Darlington is now speaking up. Darlington himself have confirmed that Mazi Simon Ekpa was a member of IPOB, but he denied it before. Atalugo is there confirming it and even apologizing and begging for the evil they did against him. But this woman from nowhere, the new Jezebel that have been brought against Biafra, look at her. Look at her.
Nigeria. Ndai pop Nigeria bratakwa Zoya oya ka eju ya ka that sit at home, and after immediately I made that sit at home, the mad comply federal government will enyezela access to him. Then the fortune mo neka alone so tikwe na Kenya me we ga condemn all the sit at home. Ekpa na ga IPOP we kpota lawyers Ifeanyi Ejofo na Ifeanyi Ejofo na Osokome mgbe Ifeanyi bia cheese no kwa hu na.
You see this woman doesn't know anything. This woman doesn't know anything about IPOB. Ifeanyi Ejofo has been the lawyer of IPOB before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was even kidnapped. Ifeanyi Ejofo has been on the picture before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. But this Jezebel doesn't know about that. Osokome came last. Osokome even came after the case had been won already by Ejimako. Osokome came last. Ifeanyi Ejofo was one of those who plotted the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the governors. Ifeanyi Ejofo knows the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought to Nigeria. Ifeanyi Ejofo was aware. Mazi Samaneko made this position. He was aware. Ifeanyi Ejofo was aware. The destruction of the ESN was spearheaded by Ifeanyi Ejofo. The killing of the members of the commanders of ESN was spearheaded by Ifeanyi Ejofo. Ifeanyi Ejofo has been in IPOB before the kidnapping. And look at what this idiot is saying. That after they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when they brought him, they made the sit at home. After sit at home, then they went and brought Ifeanyi Ejofo to come and Osokome to come and fight for Mazi Samaneko. Lie from the pit of hell. Lie that does not hold water. This woman knows nothing about the establishment of IPOB. But she comes here on this very VOP 2 times in a week, paid by the government of Nigeria. Because I don't see why you will be promoting a proscribed group in a national TV and government will leave you. An Igbo woman, a proscribed group, you will be promoting it on national TV and Nigerian government will leave you. The only reason they will leave you is because you are working for them. You are promoting their agenda. You are working for them. That is the only way. If you're not working for them, there is no way you can come on national television and you are promoting IPOB every blessed day. They will never allow it. Remember when Shehu on channel television, Shehu only interview that Shehu granted to Powerful. Only interview that Shehu granted in Powerful, he was suspended, and channel television was fined. They were suspended and fined. But today, this VOP is presenting a full program on promotion of a proscribed group. And nobody sees anything wrong in it. A red flag, clear red flag, that this Jezebel has come to destroy the IPOB. That is the only mission he has. To destroy IPOB, that is what she's paid for. And she's doing it. She's doing it.
How we need that case? And Nnamdi Kanu discharged and acquitted.
This woman is a criminal. The person that won the case that gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu win, first of all, was Alo Yejimako in Abia State. This idiot, Alo Yejimako, won the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the invasion of the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was awarded 40 million, either 40 billion or 4 billion. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was awarded, and it is Abia State High Court that said discharge, that they said they must release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the federal government should apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and write on newspapers on apologies for him. It was Alo Yejimako that won that case in Abia State. And when the case came out on the appeal court, it was that one that Alo Yejimako won in Abia State that they looked upon. That was the case that was presented that made the appeal to be won by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he was acquitted in appeal court. It was that gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu win in appeal court. But this woman is coming here to paint it that Ifeanyi Ejiofor has not won anything. Who knows Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Ifeanyi Ejiofor was brought up by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who knows him? Has he won any case before? It was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that gave him the fame he has. Even the extraordinary rendition case, it is Alo Yejimako that presented the extraordinary, and Ifeanyi Ejiofor blocked it. The extraordinary rendition that won this case from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Alo Yejimako, Ifeanyi Ejiofor blocked it. The case in Kenya was won. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won the case, pushed by his family and Alo Yejimako. The case in West African court or whatever they call it, Ifeanyi Ejiofor won it. Another case in Enugu State, Alo Yejimako won it. Alo Yejimako have won 3 cases for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it is the one he won in the High Court of Abia State that gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu winning in the Supreme Court. Before the coming of, that was when Ozekome came in. The case is already done before. What did Ozekome do? What did he do? What Ozekome was doing was to come and kneel down and beg Buhari to leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every time he begged that, even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be released, the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be released, Ozekome did not come to court. Instead, he traveled to the US. He traveled to the US. The person that went to court was Ifeanyi Ejiofor. And Ifeanyi Ejiofor went to the court. What was he saying? He said he presented his case based on hearsay. The presentation he made was based on hearsay, that he was told that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary edition, and he was told that somebody told him. And it was based on that hearsay. That was why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not released. That suspended the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and delayed it. A lawyer defending your client and you're going to the court with hearsay. That somebody told him. He was told that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary edition. Even when it is established and fact that you know, you have been the lawyer of Mazi, you have been the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even before his arrest. You have been the lawyer of IPOB before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a problem. But this woman is coming to paint it after he was arrested. Then they brought the Ifeanyi Ejiofor. You know nothing about IPOB. The earlier you keep quiet and go back to whoever brought you and relax, the better for you. If not, the anger of the gods will go after you. And you will pay. Your unborn generation will pay for what you are doing. The crime you are committing today against the Biafran people and against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are going to pay. You will pay. Go and check many people who have done this thing you are doing today. Go and check them and find out where they are.
Manaka na ekpepe ikpa na ụmụnne Nnamdi Kanu na ekpepe ha zụrụ mmiri tọgbọ iko petition o ha banyegidezie nsogbu wee chụpụ gị ọzọ kome Ifeanyi wee sị na ọ bụrụ na ọzọ kome anọghị n'ikpe na ya ma mkpe Ifeanyi wee resign na ha wee kpọtazie lawyers ndị nke ha ga-control mbụ ndị nke anọzi ugbu a na-emezi babysitting and all that. So ka a na-emezi ihe a ha bịa gwa Nnamdi Kanu na nwa amadi abụ Simon Ekpa makwa na ekwu okwu we a member of IPOB.
You see this idiot. This woman is a foolish woman and an idiot. Nobody introduced Mazi Simon Ekpa to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have played a video here where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was hosted by Mazi Simon Ekpa. I played another audio there where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about Mazi Simon Ekpa project of establishing and he's going to do for Biafra. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been working with Mazi Simon Ekpa before he was kidnapped. How can you now come and say that somebody came and introduced Mazi Simon Ekpa to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to begin to broadcast in the Biafra? Mazi Simon Ekpa has been broadcasting even when this Ifeanyi Ejiofor home was attacked. When he started this plan, when he started orchestrating the plan of destroying IPOB, he was attacked. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wasn't even aware. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told Mazi Simon Ekpa to call him on phone. He was communicating with him. Even this Ifeanyi Ejiofor, this idiot is promoting. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sending him a message to Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was brought to Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was delivering message to Mazi Simon Ekpa through Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Through Ifeanyi Ejiofor. But look at what this criminal woman is painting here. She's painting the picture to tell people that some people went and introduced Mazi Simon Ekpa to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he should go and broadcast in Radio Biafra. It was because of that he gave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No Mazi Simon Ekpa knew Mazi Simon Ekpa before he was kidnapped. He knew him very, very well. He has seen his book. He has promoted him. He has spoken about him. He has joined him in program. So what is this idiotic woman saying? You see where Mazi Simon said that Mazi Simon Ekpa was handling a very serious project. By now, we are supposed to have our own Facebook. We are supposed to have our own media that is going to be stronger than Facebook, where we can be doing our own, because then they were attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the video I played here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it that Mazi Simon Ekpa is working on an app that he himself will announce it. And Mazi Simon Ekpa also confirmed this by himself after the game of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that app was ready. That he's waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out to launch the app. And this woman is coming here to paint a picture that doesn't exist. And of course, using their Janjaweed media paid by Nigerian government. You can see. 2 times in a week, this woman goes here to lie against Mazi Simon Ekpa, to lie against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Ozugbo Nnamdi Kanu nọ na nke ahụ nọ Germany nwanne ya Kanu ntabido dọwa DOS mbụ ndị a ha na-asị ka akwasara ha na ya kwesịrị iwe onye isi ebe ọwụ nwanne ya anọ na nga ndị IPOB na-agwa na mba na ihe ahụ family business. Enwere one guy ha na-akpọ Chinasa Nwuru gị. That guy who a strong fellow nkwechiri me na ha dọta nwụ that no ya jikpọ ya.
You see, the worst person that anybody can talk about is the person that this woman is promoting. The very person that destroyed IPOB, that is receiving, the very person that is working with Nigerian government in full force, that is the person this woman is projecting. The leader of the IPOB Nigeria. That is the person. It's just like when Ifeanyi Ejiofor came out and told us that the best media he has is what is it called? This one in South Africa. That idiot in South Africa. Ifeanyi Ejiofor came on national broadcast and he said that the best media that the IPOB have is that Ikenga Uruagu. That Ikenga Uruagu is the best media. Today, Ikenga Uruagu is the one calling for death penalty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and check his platform. Go and check all the platforms of Ikenga Uruagu. Why? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu refused to join them to castigate Mazi Simon Ekpa. He refused to allow them confuse him and to destroy the IPOB. The same thing is what this idiot is doing. The person, Chinasa, anybody that mentioned the name of Chinasa Nworu as a leader, as a genuine person, is nothing but a devil incarnate. Devil incarnate. And you can, I don't know what people need to see. The only people she can talk to are people who are not part of IPOB. If you are a member of IPOB or you have followed the Biafran struggle, if you have followed Biafran struggle from when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was with us till now, you will never, ever, ever listen to this woman anymore. Even this idiotic Chinasa was suspended by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he was outside, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu suspended this Chinasa that this woman is promoting. But today, look at what they are doing. They have paid a station, go to national TV and promote a proscribed group, IPOB Nigeria. And people are listening to her.
Now, what I know, and I'm details in him back to this 100 men. Now,
you see, this idiotic woman says she's giving background on what gave birth to 100 men. This useless woman don't understand that 100 men have been existing in the mouth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since 2018. Since 2018, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been talking about 100 men, praying for Chukwu Okike Abịama to give him 100 men to make a move. In fact, there was a broadcast Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made on this 100 men, and he said, I need 100 men to go and defend my land. That if I have 100 men, the rest can come later. And in that place, he made it clear that to be this part of this 100 men, you must not be a member of IPOB. He said the rank you have in IPOB, DOS or whatever, your ranking does not make you part of that 100 men. These 100 men, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not just begin to talk about it in the prison. He did not just begin to say about it. It had been existing. And he said it in one of his question and answer. He was asked, who are those that I'm going to bring that program and play it tomorrow. Tomorrow I will bring that program. Where question was asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who are going to be part of this 100 men? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu explained it in ABC that these 100 men are people who are born from their mother's womb to defend the cause of Biafra. That being a leader, being a coordinator, being whatever title you yourself does not make you part of that. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, I have not seen up to 3 then. Before the appearance of Mazi Simon Ekpa. And someone gave him assurance that I am 50 in one. So the 100 letter did not start today. But this idiotic woman, this Jezebel, is trying to coin it and make it look as if it is something that was just established yesterday. What you don't know is bigger than you. And it's going to swallow you. What you do not know, whoever knows this Nokwa should go and advise her. Advise her to retrace her step before she destroys herself.
Even how much what Simon Ekpa can you only send die pop or Chinasa Nworu no joro. So
hey, oh, this woman is a devil. This woman is a devil. Never what Simon came you using the IPOB. Oh, God forbid.
Ihe ọzọ ha mere ha bịaje gwa Nnamdi si na nwoke a na-akpọ Simon Ekpa makwa na ekwu okwu ka agwa ya ka okwu Nnamdi Kanu ya nọ na nga so oke ụta ka ha sizi pụtazie buwezie propaganda na-eme na Simon Ekpa ụta onye ọbụla ma.
This woman is a devil. This woman is nothing but a devil. Look at how she coined the whole thing. That they brought Mazi Simon Ekpa to make a leader. Mazi Simon Ekpa was never made a leader of IPOB and he never claimed to be a leader. Not even once. Mazi Simon Ekpa was never made a leader and was never claimed. Mazi Simon himself spoke about how they were contacting him after the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The DOS were busy forming clique and group. They were busy forming clique and group, and this group will call him to join him. This group will call him. Some of them, like China Samwodu, he is called. They held meeting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon for 9 good hours, trying to convince Mazi Simon to join. Mazi Simon said, "No, we have to maintain the status quo of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the leader. He must remain the leader. Let us pursue on how to release him. It is not how to replace him that matters." Mazi Simon refused to join any of those their parties. And Mazi Simon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have known his brokers. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sends topics to him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sends topic for him to discuss. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside, they were in communication. They had many programs. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while he was outside, he said, "Go and listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is bringing a new dimension to the struggle." He didn't say that when he was in prison. So how can this woman come here and tell you that they went and told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, "Oh, Mazi Simon Ekpa can be able to," that guy, he knows how to talk. Take him to, give him the mantle to go and speak on Radio Biafra. Meanwhile, Mazi Simon Ekpa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already encouraged Biafra to listen to him while he was outside. While he was still outside broadcasting, he told Biafra, "Go and listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa. He is bringing a new dimension to the struggle." Then how can you now come here now and tell us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the people went and convinced him in prison to tell Mazi Simon Ekpa to broadcast? And this woman is spilling this shameless lie, shamelessly spilling these lies, and people are listening to her. They gave her a platform to spill this lie, and people are listening. Lie from the pit of hell. God will punish you for this evil you are doing. I never curse people, but I curse you. God will punish you for this evil you are doing. You will never go free. You will never go free.
The history of Simon Ekpa Menali. Simon Ekpa. And meanwhile, the federal government contract each and Ibu, or part of Ibu IPOP. So go based on here as federal government will go where can Ibu. Destabilize IPOP.
Today, this woman, Lolo Nneka, is in the front line of that money. She is one of those that have collected that money. Lolo Nneka. So, among the people that have collected that money, that very money that we're talking about, that was poured in Alibu, Lolo Nneka is one of those who has taken that money. There is no doubt about it. And that is why she is doing what she's doing. You know, this kind of evil men, they will be the first people to accuse you. They will be the first people to call you name. They will be the ones in the front line to challenge you and call you name. And if you are not careful, you will fall into their madness. That money today is what they paid. Tell me, who is paying for your appearance on this very studio? 2 times in a week. Who is paying for your appearance in this platform? 1 time, 2 times in a week, and you are taking hours. Who is paying for it? Lolo Nneka. Who is paying for this propaganda you are pushing in this platform? Who is paying for it? Who is bankrolling you? Tell us. Who is bankrolling you that you appear in this station once, twice, every week? And you are now telling us about the money that have been paid. You know, these people who are paid and evil, they are always the first ones to call you and tell you that you are being paid. They are always the first people to challenge you.
Mana nke Simon mgbe metaji chọpụta asari alụ ọgụ nke ahụ koponu ho na ala Igbo ajọlụ oyi. Now ha ka na-achọkwa contract ahụ enyere ha, and of course enwere ego a ga-enye ha. Ha chọwakwa another set ha ga-ekiri eta ha kwa ga-ebidokwa rwakwa ihe federal government ka ha rụọ ka ha buru ego ewepụtazi ugbu a na-asa anyị na-enwe nke a na-akpọ Divine Project no 100 men na Nnamdi Kanu ekwuole mgbe sị mba na Nnamdi Kanu enweghị ike ịnọ n'aka federal government na-achị IPOP.
You see this woman, who are you? Who gave you the audacity to decide what happens and what does not happen. Who gave you that audacity? Who gave you the right? What do you know about IPOB? What do you know about Biafra? You know nothing. You are an opposer. You have said it, you are not a member of IPOB. What is your interest? Who is paying for you in this very radio station? Every day, 2 times in a week, you are coming here to spend hours. Who is paying for you? Who gave you the audacity to challenge the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to establish the 100 men? The 100 men that have been in place, he only called it up for people to key into it. Who gave you that right? Who gave you the audacity to attack it and fight it? Who? What makes you think you can decide who speaks and who does not speak? Saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no right to speak. Who gave you that? What gave you that audacity? And by the way, when Mazi Ekpa made a comment initially and said that he will not listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it was based on the seat at home, which was meant to put pressure on Nigerian government. And you cannot be in Nigeria and you mounting pressure on Nigerian government. You can't do that. That was Mazi Ekpa said, I will not obey orders there. On the seat at home, not any other thing. Every other thing Mazi Ekpa said. But this one, who gave you the audacity to challenge the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when you are nowhere in Biafra struggle? You are nowhere. Only to destroy and cause confusion.
Yeah, it's like Nnamdi Kanu on Naka federal government. What if I can go to federal government? It's as simple as that. And the court that day, George Kurosena, Nnamdi Kanu under strict supervision, no man they use to fool. And they both Gano Yana Madana Bankata,
the judgment is in the public. Or in a court. That you are in the court doesn't make any sense. That day we saw you, it is when you were planning this evil. The reason you were going to court that time is because of this evil you are planning. And the next thing, you went to Sokoto to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you to your face that some members of the DOS have compromised. In this same platform, you came here and you said it. The next minute, you begin to deny it. You came to this platform, you said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that some members of DOS have compromised. That is why he is working with AVID and the other organizations that also have interest in the issue of Biafra. So who the hell are you to challenge what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says?
They highly supervised. In fact,
the judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every one of us saw it. We had it. We saw it. We were there. Even if you Google, you will still see the judgment. It's still online. So that you are there, that doesn't make any sense. And all this nonsense you are taking now to remove the responsibility of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to denigrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and return him to nothing, it can't hold water. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue to make impact, even in that detention. If they like, let them mount cameras wherever he is. He is still speaking to his lawyers. You went there and you spoke to him. The day you went there to speak to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what happened? What did you see? Didn't you go there to discuss? Even there, you were there asking him about IPOB, and you know that all this kind of things are there. You know that he cannot be there to answer you. He cannot be there to do that. He cannot be in that place to do that. But you were there to go and make inquiries about IPOB in his presence. The only reason you are attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today is because he warned you when he saw what you are coming from. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw that you are coming with propaganda, he warned you to stay away and don't come anywhere close to him again. Because of that warning he gave to you, that was why you turned back and begin to fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And your sponsors now saw a cheap way and a cheap angle to follow. They went and paid in this station. You are coming here 2 times every week to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you think you will go free. You will fail, and you will feel the consequence. Manon who dear bank he may interview Ipotrana Atuasi in Hobaraga, or Kuna we have brother. Even know everything called you could have place, but ever they may interview. You went there to interview him. Join Ipotrana by an Kanu Zrigozi. That was what he came with that time. He said what he told you. DOS did not say. That was when you were pushing your program. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw the leg you were coming with and he cut it off. He cut it off once and for all. Since then, again. Now you know that you cannot go there again. You now join your department of saboteur with the government now paid station. You come here to castigate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you think your castigation will fail, will stand. It will not stand. You will always fail.
Only not in his rights, even if lawyer no one has told you, all one had dedicated to IPOP, ni IPOP kwetene. How manage to do that? Can you in the lawyer questions?
So go on and work that time as soon as it goes, you are not educated and you are an idiot and a fool. That was why you went there. Never did you get that first time, soon as it goes, because no way to cable. Oh, God, we did it as soon as it goes, just again. Only that means you are not educated then. Look at an idiot now blaming because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have blocked you from coming to see him.
Did not bank at a market property, now no PA, now no one, now no one, never sit to people now. Easter honey less about Christmas, never see baby sitting. So,
okay, honey about Christmas, but now go my better here. Now I said, I may Sokoto a pilgrimage. In a broadcast, go on better, even as Nnamdi Biafra, go on a troop and I got there, may a pilgrimage. Now, his lawyers and other people have gone there. He says that Hagel and they may be sitting. But you, this onogaki, you were saying, can they buy in a Sokoto pilgrimage? I may pilgrimage. I got there, Kafan and Madma. Almost the same onogaki you will be. But today, because it doesn't favor you anymore, because your evil cannot stand, you are now fighting it. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brothers and sisters have become devil. All his lawyers, no one is capable. It is only you. Only you and China Samworu is capable. China Samwoshi. I am going to play the record of China Samworu that if Nigeria is a country, this woman should be arrested. This woman should be arrested. This woman is part of the evil in Biafra and she should be arrested for sponsoring a criminal group. This woman should be arrested. But of course they will not because they are the ones sponsoring her.
Ihe ga na-akpa nkata elu ihe a ga-eme ka Nnamdi Kanu pụta o ya ga-dominate social media na nkata ọbụla akpara then ele ihe a ga-eme kịta na
gị nwa na-ekwu okwu kedu nkata ị na-akpa ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pụta kedu nkata ị na-akpa ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pụta nkata ị na-akpa ụka etake over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nkata ị na-akpa to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant. That is what you are doing every blessed day. You attack his family, you attack his personality, you attack his lawyers. That is what you are doing. That is what you are doing. Ihe na-eche ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pụta kedu ife ị na-eme ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pụta kedu nke ị na-eme lọlọ nnọkwa kedu nke ị na-eme kedu nke ị na-eme lọlọ nnọkwa if not attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, attacking his family, attacking the law, kedu nke ị na-eme ka ọ pụta nothing.
Ndị America pụtagoro bata Nigeria kedu ihe a ga-eme ka ndị Igbo kihi ịnụ na ahụ na ihe ndị America
in my family in America, Nigeria, do you know how they came? Do you know people who are still representing Ndibo in that America? Do you know people who are speaking up for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? It is still the same people that you are attacking. Avid in attack. Avid in attack. They are the one in the front line in the United States talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release and fighting to push it towards Trump. And this idiotic woman, now confused, not confused. Using a platform Nigerian government paid for. Nigerian government paid for.
Which have responded. Don't care. Ihe kwesịrị ime we jikọta ọnụ na-epush for Nnamdi Kanu pụta and also na-epush for nwere onwe or whichever way. Mana ilezi anya this 100 men. Gaga na ihe ha na-ekwu. Ihe ha na-ekwu bụ ọta ga-esi anata DOS. Na na-akparị Nnamdi Kanu akparị na na-eme nke a soro na to destabilize IPOP. So
you are a mad woman. You are completely mad woman. You are completely mad woman. We will not allow you to insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ibaya Mazi Nnamdi Kanu inata woto woto. Whatever the 100 men is saying is what is right. If you attacking personality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is keeping him in prison. That is what it means. A man that is suffering, that is facing life sentence, and all you will do is to castigate him. and attacking, and you want us to keep silent. You are an idiot. You're an idiot. And your department of sabotage you are supporting, go and check what they are doing on their platform. What they are saying in their platform, that Mazi Nnamdi should not be released. The DOS when you now support, go and check their platform. They are saying that Mazi Nnamdi should not be released. Every of their platform, all their platform, what they say is, let Mazi Nnamdi not be released. Every platform they have, their messages, don't release Mazi Nnamdi. Every platform, including Radio Biafra that they are handling today, they are attacking Mazi Nnamdi. And this woman is saying, what will you do? Is how to free Mazi Nnamdi. The 100 minutes. What the DOS you are promoting, what are they doing? Go and check what they are doing. What have they done? Since 2001 to today, what have they done? The only person that kept the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi and kept him alive is Mazi Simon Ekpa, who fought to the nail. When he was he fought them. This DOS could not breathe now. When Mazi Simon was there, they couldn't breathe. They can't do any nonsense now. They dare not talk any rubbish. They dare not. When Mazi, they dare not talk any nonsense. But today, because Mazi Simon Ekpa is not there, they pick up the courage. Nobody can confront them. Nobody can challenge them. They now feel they have arrived. That's why I tell people that the only project we have is to free Mazi Nnamdi and Mazi Simon Ekpa. These two people, that is the only project this restoration of Biafra need. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi and Mazi Simon Ekpa means unity. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi and Mazi Simon Ekpa means recognition. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi and Mazi Simon Ekpa means full actualization of Biafra. If you don't know that, you are a fool. If you don't know that, you are a fool. This is the agent of Satan they have employed, paid for her to attack us.
Ihe niile nọ n'ahụ Nnamdi Kanu 100 men now agents enyere ego to destabilize IPOB.
The only agent enwere now in IPOB is Lolo Nneka Chimezie. Who is paying for this station you are coming to talk? Who is paying? You come to this station to speak 2 times every week, and what you are promoting is a proscribed group. A proscribed group. Nigeria said they proscribed IPOB, but you are in their national television 2 times in a week promoting them. Nobody is talking to you. Nobody arrested you. Nobody is inviting you. Is that not a red flag? Who is paying for your appearance in this platform? You get your own organization where they're wrong. Why are you not coming to promote your organization? Why are you coming here? All you do is to promote IPOB Nigeria. On national TV, the only work you have is to promote IPOB Nigeria. Why? Any Biafra that listens to you is an idiot because it's a red flag. Nobody stays in Nigeria comfortably and fights for freedom of Biafra. It doesn't happen. It is impossible. This woman is working for Nigerian government through the politicians, including Selibo. Some of you have forgotten when Selibo, I think I can't be able to get that video. When Soludo came and said that he is now working with IPOB. Selibo came out and said that IPOB have agreed to work with them. IPOB Nigeria. Chike Doziem and China Sanwodo. They agreed to work with Soludo. Chike Doziem confirmed with his own mouth and said that now we are now working with, the governors came to us and told us to hand over ESN. This same DOS, we are the one that took ESN and handed over to governors. These people, this woman is promoting. They have sold the struggle long ago, handed it over to the governors. And today, they brought this woman, paid her on this. She's coming to this very station 2 times in a week, only to promote IPOB Nigeria. Tell me, how is it possible that you will go to... I think that Channel Television, simply because Channel Television interviewed Emma Powerful, they were suspended. Shehu was fined. They were fined. But today, this woman is coming on this platform once, twice, every week to speak and promote IPOB Nigeria, and nothing is done with her. She's working freely. And some of you are still listening and believing her. Only an idiot will listen to this.
So in a kuna 100 men who actually Mazi DOS or her. Oh yeah, we are why they put Nnamdi attack ala DOS so for your attack leadership and organization.
Did you hear? Did you hear? No phone on Assad. This woman has nothing to do with IPOB. This woman, do you know how DOS was formed or who formed them? It is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that created the DOS, and he created it while he was in detention. He was in detention and created it. So if they are not living up to the standard and he decided to dissolve them, he has every right to dissolve them. He has every right to dissolve it and put a new thing in place. Who made you the judge to decide? Who decided? What gave this woman the audacity to think that you can come on Nigerian television or Nigerian platform and you are talking about IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That he doesn't have authority to do what he has to do. Do you know the credibility Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have built? Do you know the credibility Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have built to get this far? Do you know how many years Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has suffered to get this far? God will not forgive you.
Oh, yeah, DOS, so leadership of IPOP, SDOS. Yeah, how I was the 100 men now, and when can I come to Sula? Oh, yeah, was in the HOD. And I so when I put Bonilla, can come and Bob mistake. Only Bobla Nebono, rise there on all cap or IPOP. Nnamdi Kanu won your Johnny Akwambam. I'm not back yet a new domania. Oh, no, I come in a habusona.
But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Johnny, we waggy that some of them have compromised. He told one we waggy. Even now, this station, you know, we no wagon have compromise. We in Nigeria say why you use going to also the use that here you only use Avid and other people to do what he wants to do is because the DOS has compromised. Oh, Johnny, we waggy. Go up at this station.
Man, but they are Ghana to Kunda, when I hand down it, go to him and down, I'm sure. Man, I told me what one of them named the Carlo, feeling Yana here, Mwagapana truly joy. I want it, I'm going to be here with DOS. And Randaro had a separate DOS from IPOP. DOS leadership of IPOP. On another can give you one answer, or Hanese, give one butter, happy for Hanese. Naturally, you cannot call DOS without IPOP. How many Hana IPOP leadership? The man cannot do essay. Had a separate, I am Odomania, Bamana DOS. Nadia, and no do happen DOS. And not just if seen a man will not cheat again. So, yeah, some DOS will leadership of IPOP. No, yeah, with the leader, Oprah, some more point get chick and woru. Na no, China some na chick, I don't have something na chick.
You see, the idiot don't even know their name. She doesn't even know their names. She doesn't even know the people she's talking about. They just program her to go to this station and continue to speak this lie, promote IPOB in Nigeria, and that's what she did. She doesn't even know who they are. And in this same station, she said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told her that these people have compromised. At this very station. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Kezi Hemeri Juena Aurora with Avid and don't do that. It happens in the DOS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they have compromised. They are compromised. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu join here. We go get there. Yeah, what join here? We back. Why didn't you listen to him? Why didn't you hear him? But because you are going for a mission and you have arrived at your mission, you only wanted to go and establish yourself in the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Try and see if you can cause confusion so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can push away everybody around him and now make Nigeria to be in charge of him. But when you see it didn't work now, they now got a platform for you. VOP. That is the platform they got for you. 2 times every week, you come here to castigate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, castigate Mazi Simon Ekpa, attack their family, attack their lawyers, attack their personalities. And that is what you are doing. And Chukwu Okabiama will not forgive you. Only idiots.
You know, or part of you. Yes, yes. Electoral issues were what I say. Simon Ekpa now would don't know today. Yes, na ha so mo ekuoku.
You see this woman. This woman is a devil. Not as a cake has what I Simon or send a hasi ya no mo ekuoku. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When I go and listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa, over that broadcast, one outside, not one inside. A broadcast, Mazi Simon Ekpa said, go and listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa. He's bringing a new dimension to this program. And many broadcasters, which he applauded. Many people that confronted Mazi even hold a program with him, which I played here. But look at the lies. The lies. A woman that has children. Look at the lie you are telling against another person. Look at the lie this woman is telling against a child of God. Look at the lie this woman is telling against a child of Chukwukabiam. You will never be forgiven. You will never ever be forgiven. You will never be forgiven. You will never be forgiven. This destruction and confusion you are bringing, this confusion that you are bringing, you will never be forgiven. You will pay dearly for it. It is so sad. It is so painful. It is so painful. Look at this idiot. This woman is just a scam, complete scam. The message, this message, only what message if I is your fault. And the message was that Mazi Simon Ekpa should be given a slot to broadcast in Radio Biafra. This thing, even the people, this woman A to Z, very nonsense, mixing up everything, talking rubbish, just trying to say something for her paid master to push their lies. A life on the pit of hell. Mazi Nnamdi single-handedly made a decision. And he knows Mazi Simon Ekpa when he was outside. He even gave Biafrans the courage to listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa before he was kidnapped. The video is viral everywhere. Where Mazi Nnamdi said, go and listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa. He's bringing a new dimension to this struggle. It is everywhere. He said it in his mouth. I just played so many videos here now. Some videos where Mazi Nnamdi mentioned Mazi Simon Ekpa. So it's not as if somebody come and introduce Mazi Simon to him. It is somebody he has seen, he has known. He doesn't need introduction. Mazi Simon Ekpa didn't need introduction. God have mercy.
On media. Now one woman, Madam Nelly, may appoint came Simon Ekpa now a registered member of IPOP. Came is snatching us on Rojo. So if I don't know what this guy.
You see this idiotic woman, she doesn't even know how Nelly come into the picture. She didn't know the role that Nelly played. This time when they were talking about Idu or whatever, even when Omoada was there, when they made a meeting of making Simon Ekpa to lead their group, Mazi Simon Ekpa rejected every leadership. Every leadership, Mazi Simon Ekpa rejected every leadership and said that Mazi Nnamdi remains the leader. Every leadership that was with Mazi Simon Ekpa, he rejected it. People know he knows the job. People knows what he can do. But he rejected everything. Every single thing that was given to him, he rejected it. He said that Mazi Nnamdi cannot remain the leader. Instead, he was calling himself a disciple. He was calling himself a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi. But this woman comes here to spill lie. This Nelly, she doesn't know what transpired in Nelly. Nelly that went and began to create her Idu. And she went with her Idu, and her Idu ended with how it ended. And you are bringing Nelly into the issue. That Nelly made Mazi Simon Ekpa a leader. Where? How? And for me to confirm that China Samworu Onyoshi, the China Samworu this woman is promoting this woman should be arrested. This woman should be arrested. She is the part of the problem in Biafra land. I want you to listen to this video. Listen to this video.
Our camp is there for back of that police station for Afaka, but how
now this is somebody who claimed to be a member of ESN that was captured by a Nigerian government. And they are interviewing him. You can see channel television there, and some other people are interviewing him. He was captured, and they were questioning him about his activities. I want you to listen. This is the person that Lolon Neka, the group that Lolon Neka is working for today, IPOB Nigeria, that is working with Selibo, with Hopus of the Ma. I want you to listen to the interview that was granted to this one. This guy These are part of the people they took away from the ESN. He claimed to be a member of ESN. He was captured. He was captured. And the person that is sponsoring him is the Chinasa Nworu that this woman is promoting. Sent him to go and kill a traditional ruler. Chinasa Nworu sent this boy that you see on the screen to go and kill a traditional ruler. The person that Lolo Nneka is promoting. But he will come there and tell you Mazi Samuel did. There is no video anywhere where anybody testified that Mazi Samuel sent him a mission. But I want you to listen to this. This is this person that Lolo Nneka is sponsoring. Look at, listen.
Yes, sir.
So where are the camp? Tell us, where do you guys camp?
Our camp is there for back of that police station for Afata, but how long now? Since 6 or 7 months, we don't have any camp now.
So why? Why not get camp?
Because of Iran. Police, they find me.
Okay, that easy, the way they kill that time. Your group, your men follow now. How will I kill them?
Yes, now my men will go Holland. The person will shoot the Eze now, free man.
They kill an Eze?
Free man with the sky and the number 1.
Who they sponsor you?
Who is the sponsor?
Did
you hear it? Did you hear it? Who is your sponsor? Chinasa Nworu. Listen.
Person will shoot the Eze now, free man.
They went and killed the traditional ruler.
Free man with the sky and the number 1.
Who they sponsor you?
Now Chinasa Nworu.
From where? Where is he from?
In that blood.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Me.
No,
yes, the Chinasa.
Chinasa. I just know as a DOS commander.
Did you hear that?
DOS commander for what now?
From ESN.
So how long has this been sponsoring you guys?
Getting to 2 years now.
Him and who?
Him with OK Foreign.
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Sir?
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Yes.
He sponsors the people to carry out.
Yes, sir.
So
yes,
which
sir.
other people where they follow Chinasa they sponsor?
Only OK Foreign with the Chinasa where they sponsor us for blood. The other man for village here now, Italy's Awonesi.
From where? So what? Which reason is it giving you? Which reason is it giving you guys to go and attack all these places?
Chinasa Nworu, the reason when they tell us, he say this is a Babago people.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it? This is the people that Lolo Nneka is promoting. This is the people that Lolo Nneka is telling you to follow. Is Lolo Nneka not supposed to be arrested in Nigeria? If Nigeria were to be a country, she is supposed to be arrested. The group that she is sponsoring today and telling people to listen to, they are the one that sponsored the killing of a traditional ruler. They sent this boy to go and kill a traditional ruler, and that traditional ruler was pied. You see the confession covered by channel television and many media in Nigeria. And today, Lolo Nneka will still be on national TV and will be promoting the same man that sent this boy to go and kill a traditional ruler. You see Lolo Nneka shouting Chinasa, Chinasa, Chinasa. The same Chinasa she's calling that the person that sent this guy to go and kill a traditional ruler. And you hear him when he was saying their camp is at the back of police station. How can you be fighting for Biafra, member of ESN, and you have your camp at the back of police station? Tell me. How can you have a camp at the back of police station? Tell me. Tell me. Everyone that is watching here, tell me. Is it possible you are an ESN member working for ESN and you have your camp?
Yes, sir.
So where are the camp? Tell us, where do you guys camp?
Our camp is there for back of that police station for Afata, but how long now? Since 6 or 7 months, we don't have any camp now.
So
why? Why not get camp?
Because
how can you have a camp at the back of police station? An ESN member. Is that not enough evidence to know that Chinasa Nworu has been working with Nigerian police, with Nigerian government, with Nigerian politicians for a long time? And today, Lolo Nneka will come out and begin to promote the same Chinasa openly in a national TV. A man that have sent people to go and kill a traditional ruler, and they killed a traditional ruler. Today, a woman is on a national TV promoting the same Chinasa. She is not arrested. Nobody is disturbing her. She comes there 1 time or 2 times in a week to broadcast and promote a proscribed group. And some of you are still looking for people who are being sponsored by Nigerian government. Some of you are still looking for people who are being sponsored. right? Continue looking. Listen to the testimony of this guy. This is the people that are working with Lolo Neka. The Lolo Neka was part of those who took the life of that traditional ruler. Lolo Neka was the part of those who sponsored this boy to go with Chinas and Woru to go and take the innocent life of the traditional ruler. Listen.
If I wrong, police they find me.
Okay, that easy that the way they kill that time. Your group, your men follow now. How will I kill them?
Yes, now my men will go Holland. The person will shoot the heads and a free man. Free man with the sky and the number one.
Who they sponsor you?
Now Chinas and Woru.
From where? Where are you from?
In that blood.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Me.
No,
yes, the Chinasa.
Chinasa. Now I just know as a DOS commander.
US commander for what now?
From ESN.
So how long has this been sponsoring you guys?
Getting to 2 years now.
Him and who?
Him with OK Foreign.
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Sir?
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Yes.
He sponsors the people to carry out.
Yes, sir.
So
yes,
which
sir.
other people where they follow Chinas and they sponsor?
Only OK Foreign with the Chinas where they sponsor us for blood. The other man for village here now, Italy's Awonation.
From where? So what? Which reason is it giving you? Which reason is it giving you guys to go and attack all this place?
Chinas and Woru, the reason when they tell us, he say this is a Babago people.
I hope you have seen it. I hope
yes,
you have seen
so
it.
where are the camp? Tell us where.
It is no longer maybe or maybe not. My fellow Biafrans, we have spent enough time on this very issue. But in what's it? I will come again and again and again to expose this woman and her evil. Wherever you are as a Biafran, I want you to know that the only legitimate project that we have today is the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Any other project is a distraction. Any other project is the only project we have is the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom of Mazi Simon Ekpa. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa will give us unity. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa will give us recognition. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa will bring the full actualization of Biafra. If you are genuine and you are sincere, pursue the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. In any group you belong, wherever you get, let that one be the only project that you have. I don't care your group, I don't care your section, I don't care what you think or what you believe. That is the only project that is meaningful today. Every other thing is just a drama. Every other thing is just a drama, a game. It's just a distraction. If you are genuine and you are seeking for freedom, genuinely seeking for freedom, pursue the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. And may Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of us. I will stop this program here. I appreciate everyone that have joined us today. Like and share this program to other platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Make sure that this message gets to everybody. Make it go viral so that it will get to this Lolo Neka. Let this program get to Lolo Neka so that she can watch it. She can watch it because that woman will never be. She will never go unpunished. She will never go unpunished. She didn't ask questions very well. Go and ask. Everybody that has stood against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, go and check how they ended. Go and check how they ended. Chukwu Okike gave them their right punishment at the time. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every genuine Biafrans. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching. See you again later in the day by the grace of Chukwu Okike. Remember blessed.
The very oldest language on the face of this earth. Chiko dikabia mapuni nene chineke ngende sona efewe na isiala nina ina goza hanso ya mbuni onye na jama we anyana ge farusi obo na nege onye kere nene kere kere obia mende ndị nsọ na kiri ala isiala nene obadi ndo ndị na to kole n'ụtụtụ a ehihie aba n'ụwa niile wee na-arịọ gị mma anyị wee na-arịọ gị eze ebube gị ngozi iwetinye ọgbara n'etiti ndị iro ka ha rapụ ndị anyị onye bụ nna Chineke na ndị nsọ ka aka nsị ndị ga-ebu wee baa ise obodo kwesịrị isi uwe laa ya n'ihi anyị wee na-arịọ gị biko nke iwe mee ka Biafra wee dị ọsọ ọsọ na ụmụ ga atakwa na nri anyị wee na-alụ igwe na ịhụnanya nke pụrụ iche iwe etinye ụmụ ya ezi mmụọ nke eziokwu anyị aka ajọ ihe mmụọ ndụ anyị isi ala bulie aha nsọ n'elu
But you know what? They would like you to believe that Ekpa is the cause of it. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I have come. Look with you. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you.